Check. Yeah, Discord sound interesting. I'm down for the Discord shit. Um, I was talking to some homies this morning. Um, Shout out to my team, the 110. I mean, my group, right, which is me, Joey, and Deuce Mac. That's the name of our rap group, 110. 110, like 110%. I mean, like always giving a little bit more than the next people, in hip hop. That so we named our group 110. It's the Crow movement. I got a really dope group chat. It got my A&R um, for Blue Division, which is Don Dub. Don Dub being he be at the table, at the lunch table all the time. And we on the verge of putting out this album probably in August. Just been really taking our time figuring out the business of, what product we was gonna sell. That was that took a lot of time because we are at a time in the business where you have to get as creative with the business as you do the art, the records themselves. I guess the same thing. So it took me probably about 7 months. Like I'm probably about 75% done with the whole project, 80% really close to finishing it. But by the end of it, I had to start thinking like, what's the business? What product is going to be for sale? Because obviously the music being for sale, is not necessarily a great business. So I had to take a lot of time to figure out what we were going to sell. And like I said, it took me about 7, 8 months. And now that I'm to the very end, we've been just going back and forth a lot more. Well, this morning we were talking about Don had an idea to start creating like a central piece to combat a lot of the ignorant narratives about the streets. Because obviously the brothers from Atlanta got the street movement going. You know what I mean? The F the street movement going and all of that silliness, rooted around whatever silly stuff they got going on. And so, one after another, all of these ignorant movements been popping up. And if you've been sitting at the lunch table, chilling with me during this lunch hour, I've been giving y'all like information. This is somebody that grew up his whole life in the streets. My mother was in the streets. My father was in the streets. Like I really come from the streets in a really different way than even most people that say they come from the streets. And I've always been sober. I've always dealt with the street straight up. I never ran from accountability, no matter what was going on. I don't care if I was in somebody else's community. I always dealt with it coming. And that's kind of how I built my reputation in the business, right? And then already from establishing the same reputation in the streets. So when you hear somebody say, man, Glasses Malone is a Crip, but he did the Denver Lane Hood Day or the West Side Piru Hood Day or the Bonnie Hunter or did the projects, the Nickerson Gardens, or this, that, and the third, is because I really walk it the way I talk it. I'm not the average person in this space. You know what I mean? I really believe in the things that I say. And that's how me and Nip friendship was so strong. I met Nip before, but when me and Nip started building, and he tells a story, he told this story multiple times, but he was saying like I remember I pulled up to Slauson Tees before it became the Marathon store, right? And I jumped out my Bentley solo, and it was him and about 20 of his homies. You know what I mean? And we was politicking right there at that location. And I remember us kind of walking away and them looking at the Bentley running and me knowing some of his homies from different things, throughout growing up in Los Angeles, coming across people and just him talking to me, just being like, damn, you know what I mean? Like more or less like the reverence I could see he had that I was coming and willing to just come hang with him in his community. I say all that to say, I was explaining to Don that a lot of people didn't really grow up in the streets, not the way we grew up. And a lot of the things that he's hearing, right? A lot of the ignorance is really ignorance. It's the business of ignorance. It's a lot of people talking about the streets from a business, for the business of ignorance. They monetize that business, right? They give you a surface level idea and then they monetize the business of ignorance, right? Because they could be ignorant to a complete place or to a certain place, and then the average general public is ignorant to the same place, right? And I've been combating this my whole experience, like the whole time, informing people about what's real. So again, when I say somebody says that F the streets are the people outside of your front door that grew up in the community. That's the streets. That's the streets, bro. The people that I rock with, like Nip, Rock, J-Rock, Kendrick, we all understand this because we all grew up in those streets. So when you say F the streets, is no way to say it without saying F the people outside of your front door in that community. I was explaining to him a lot of the narratives are coming from people who didn't truly grow up in the streets. They saw a value in the community. They saw a value in what you would call a gang. Like, people try to make my opinion like it's some unique opinion, like, or experience. Like, I didn't grow up special. The people who had vested in me since a child wanted to see me succeed. It's as simple as that. Of course, there are certain people who, they mind is messed up, you know what I mean? And they don't got it together. But I don't even hold that against them. I understand we all come up in this crazy experience, right? Because we are targeted. We are disproportionately mistreated and denied resources and opportunities. So I understand how that can have adverse reactions on different people. And that's different. You're right. Maybe my mind was a little more mature for somebody my age, but I noticed it young. But a lot of the stuff, right, that people are talking about is rooted in the fact that trauma is why they became a part of the community in the first place. And they never became a part of the community. They became a part of a gang. They became a part of a gang. And most likely it was for a selfish purpose. I was explaining to Don, bro, we don't go join gangs. When you're really from a gang, you don't join a gang. You grow up in gangs. You don't join a gang. You from the gang. I was from 7th Street before I was ever from 7th Street. I was from 7th Street because people from the Imperial Courts, when we would go to the Pink Store, was like, that's them boys from 7th Street. Because when we would go to Mona Park swimming pool when I was younger, that's them boys from 7th Street. These are the people I grew up with my whole life. Ron is my boy. Russ is my boy. Monte's my boy. I remember Watts Boy when he was a baby. Baby J, I remember them when they was babies. The older homies looked out for me when I couldn't figure it out myself. That's the real thing. The real thing is bonding with people you've been existing with your whole life and developing relationships that last in eternity. It's like a person you care about. They become the family outside of your front door. That's the truth. Now, what's happening is you have a bunch of people, right? Again, trauma is why they even come into the situation. The average person who joins a gang is something wrong. Something is wrong if you're joining a gang. Listen to them when they say they went and joined the gang. Oh, I went and joined the gang because I was getting bullied. That's something wrong. You don't join a gang when you're getting bullied. You actually stand up for yourself when you're getting bullied. That's the correct response. right? You don't join the gang because you're getting bullied. You stand up to bullies, right? At all costs, right? You stand up to bullies. You don't join the gang because you're getting bullied. That's a trauma move. You don't join a gang because your father's not there. That's a trauma move, right? Something is wrong in your life. So you're looking for some way to fix it. And that's already starting on the wrong foot. Now, I'm not mad at nobody that decided to be a part of whatever thing they got going on in their community based off of, you know what I mean, the fact that they've had some things that are wrong, right? But I'm saying let's separate what's happening. And a lot of the rhetoric are coming from those people. A lot of people go become a part of a community because they see value, especially today. I'm watching people tell me they need to be from a gang to be successful in rap. Like, I've heard a lot of people say that, young boys, man, Glass, you can't make it in LA as a rapper unless you're from a gang. And I'm like, nah, man, you just got to be part of the street culture, right? Ice Cube is not from a gang. He's part of the street culture. Dr. Dre's not from a gang. He's a part of the street culture. There's a ton of rappers that are not from gangs, but they are a part of the street culture. Hip hop is street urban culture personified through these specific arts and elements. That's growing, right? The elements and arts are growing, but the street urban culture is consistent. Agree, Bompton Baby Girl 135. It does need to be authentically expressed. It cannot be replicated through the digestion of art. But the point is, I'm explaining to Don, right? I'm like, bro, we could never combat most people because this thing is a niche experience. Every day is somebody trying to tell me about Crippin' and Blood and Pyron. And I'm like, bro, that's cap. That is not how I go. I hear people who speak anti-street, but then they use the streets lingo. But again, when we having this conversation about the streets, it's always disingenuous. It's always disingenuous. Like, street dancers is a thing. There were certain times dancing on the street was illegal. It's illegal now. Street skating, that's illegal. Street vendors, the taco people that's on the corner that don't have license, that's street. The candy house, the candy lady, that's street. It don't just stop with just the D-boy and a gang member. It's a million things, and they all have the title street. They all have the title street. So again, it's one of those things where I'm explaining to people, and this becomes my experience, explaining, informing. And the more I start to understand my job as a hip hop artist, that's all I'm doing is translating this culture artistically. And then sometimes now talking has become an art, right? And here we are with streaming or podcasting. And I'm trying to translate to y'all, right, exactly what's going on. And it's fine because I'm sure y'all saw all the movies. You know, you saw Colors. You saw Boys in the Hood. You heard all the rhetoric. You've seen the highlights, the Sports Center of Crippin' and Blood. And so I know you think you know that this is what it is. You know, people are dying over Colors. I've heard that rhetoric 1 million times. I totally understand. I can't even be upset. That's the mainstream idea. And I was just telling Don, man, the business of ignorance is so big. Some people call it content creation, but it's the business of ignorance. It's a bunch of people, for the most part, the most popular people in a space don't know what the fuck they be talking about. So the person who got the biggest platform in street life probably know the most, they know the least about the streets. That's what you can bet on in today's time. The person who has the biggest following that people are consuming street content, that person themselves would know the least about the streets. Because we are in the business of ignorance. Ignorant people informing ignorant people. Giving them this much information, and the people who don't know, it caters to their ignorance. So they like, I thought that's what it was. But again, as somebody And you could ask anybody who know, you ask Kendrick, ask Schoolboy Q, ask any of these dudes, Top, ask Punch, ask anybody that you follow on Twitter about my relationship with the streets. And they'll tell you. So when I'm telling you about the streets, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. I'm going to give you the honest truth. I'm not going to give you what you want to have. I'm going to give you the facts. I'm not going to cater to what you think. I'm going to tell you the facts about it. That's my job as a hip hop act, to give you the facts of the culture, artistically expressed. So if this is the new art, right, podcasting and streaming, feel me, then this is how we doing it. Straight up and down. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time. Click that like button. 3 p.m. if you're on the East Coast time. Trap is running late. I think he on East Coast time. If you're on Facebook, share this post. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The hour is going in. We do the stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Just dropped a fresh episode, Django Conversations, where we talk about who's worse, Calvin, Candiie, or Steven. Was interesting and spun into a lot of really dope conversations. That's a really great podcast. We even started to talk about the value of culture and how people value it. Like, that was a really important thing. And I think we don't value it. So it was really important to establish that. But again, you can listen to the No Ceilings podcast on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. And we're going to get this thing cracking just like that. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting thing. And I understand, like, I've accepted that what I represent is going to be niche in the space. I'm going to have 1 million people that's wrong. Feel me? It used to be, it's 1 million people that just flat out wrong.
People scared of knowledge, though.
Well, it's a sense of entitlement because they consume so much content about the subject that they feel like, oh, I know what happened. It's like if you watch the highlight at SportsCenter. A lot of people that watch the 2-minute highlight that SportsCenter puts together, or it might even be 60 seconds. I think it's 60 seconds. And they feel like, oh, I saw the game. People will start talking to you like they watched the game.
But that's where we at right now, where kids will go watch highlights of everything and won't watch one game.
Yeah.
That's all they doing. Like it's almost, if you kicking facts or you saying, you telling people the truth or about something, or from your knowledge of the streets, it'll come across like you preaching almost. It's weird. And people, as soon as they hear something that this nigga really know what he's talking about, they tune out like, I don't want to hear this guy preach. It's like that, you talking at them.
Well, because now you're going to actually reel them back in. The average person is not really trying to get a genuine understanding of the streets, right? The average person is trying to cater to the ignorant thing they think of the streets. They want to believe that whatever content they consumed is correct.
And I also think the stereotypes are more exciting,
Sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's easier to make content about the stereotypes.
Yeah. I mean, they died over colors.
Yeah.
Like, I saw the homie Black say, we need to boycott Louisiana chicken because somebody got shot at the Louisiana chickens. He's like, well, they hang out there. And I'm like, bro, that don't even make no sense, Black.
Imagine doing somebody did a documentary on a day in the life of your everyday average gangbanger or something like that.
It wouldn't be interesting.
It'd be boring as fuck.
It wouldn't be interesting.
Like, who would want to watch that? Like, so they gonna come, what the stereotypes at? Like,
yeah, it wouldn't be interesting.
It's built around that.
It wouldn't be if you saw the everyday life of an average gangbanger is not interesting at all. It wouldn't even be interesting. The everyday life of a gangbanger is Friday is how normally life go in the neighborhood. Friday. The movie Friday. with Smokey and Craig. That's a normal day in the neighborhood.
It's funny that you say that because in most neighborhoods, it's more comedy than
when Ricky.
Yeah, exactly. When Ricky got shot, it's
Yeah.
more comedy. Like the funniest niggas I've known in my lifetime have been growing up with me in my area.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
But again, if you think Menace to Society is the average everyday versus a highlight of things that happen, like, because Menace to Society is a snapshot of these traumatic things that happen, how we grow up. And it's a consistent snapshot of the trauma. My dad, a wild man, he go to prison for life because he shot somebody for disrespecting him. My cousin got shot, right, because they were trying to rob him. I go to jail. My homeboy tripping at the store and he robs somebody and shoots him. It's like traumatic snapshots of the worst things that could happen,
right,
how we grow up.
Right.
And it's back to back to back. He didn't have one good thing that happened to him through the whole fucking movie, Kane. He didn't have one normal thing that happened to him through the whole Menace to Society film.
Yeah, Menace to Society, and don't get me, it's crazy because I watched Menace to Society. I grew up in the bottoms, and I watched Menace to Society like it was new to me.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at shit like, damn, man,
every day.
I'm like, what? Every day?
Every day.
I like, what time frame did this happen to this dude?
But if you see that and you consume that, then you start to immediately think that this is how every day our lives work. And then I'm like, here comes Glasses stupid ass, like, nah, bro, it's not that like that. That's niggas like, no, I saw the movie and everybody said it. And I'm like, bro, it's way more complex. Like, it's not that simple, right? Think about it. From the first time he saw his dad, right, shoot, that man that disrespected him in public.
Suck my, yeah.
Right? Which is funny because that's our conversation today.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Which is hilarious. He told that man, suck my Peter, right? He told that man, suck my penis. It suck my shot, right? Yes, I did see my dad shoot somebody. Right? But it was a lot of other things that happened, but that's the highlight. Boom, trauma. Right? Then he's doing this thing. Right? Doing this thing. And then him and Harold somewhere in a nice car, and they get robbed and then Harold get killed. That's how the story go. And then his best friend, they at a liquor store, and his best friend, like, somebody assaults his best friend's mother, and then he shoots the like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Every last scene is traumatic.
It's like they found that 1 in a million dude who been through everything at all.
And he still has some wonderful things that happen in his life, but they like, you know what? Fuck that. Let's focus on this.
He had some wonderful things in his life, and they killed him. They said, "Oh, he's about to go do something." No, you not. Yeah. You're not about to do that. Like, nah.
Like, at least Boys in the Hood give you, like, okay, boy with father, young man with father, young man without father. So you can see, because that's what Boys in the Hood is about. It's a fatherhood movie. It's right. Here's this guy with a dad, and his dad is raising him, and he's able to kind of keep it together because the dad on his ass. Right. And then here's these two kids without a dad. That's with just their mom. And then look at their life. That's the story. A boy with a father, Trey with a father, and Ricky and Doe without a father.
It's funny that you're talking about this because when I was growing up, I liked Men's Society more because it was taboo to me. Like, it wasn't like I said, even when I grew up, I liked Boys in the Hood more because I was like, this is more like what I was going through in my life, actually. Boys in the Hood was more of a story.
Yeah, because that's most of all our lives.
Exactly. And
you got the guys without a dad and the guys with a dad, and you could notice how their life can be completely different. That's the whole film.
Men's Society was like, if you heard every story that you heard growing up, and
one thing,
and just put it all in one movie.
And then you don't have nothing else but just trauma. Even him sleeping, coach, with Jada Pinkett, that's his older homie's girl. That's his older homie's wife.
Which is raggedy.
You get what I'm saying? Every last thing that happened in his life was just this horror tale. And then they compacted it down, and then this is what everybody think of the streets. I get it with Colors. At least Colors tells the story, right, of gangbanging from the police.
Right. No, I get
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. At least if you watch Colors and you felt you learned about gangbanging, imagine the police teaching you about gangs. That's what Colors was. It's like the police. This is what we think of gangs. Look at that.
When I saw Colors as a youngster, I thought it was a spoof. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, this is a black exploitation movie.
Exactly.
What the fuck is this shit? Even though I had an uncle just like Damon Wayans running around. He used to get
where my rabbit?
Yeah,
my rabbit.
Just like that.
So again, it's like trying to teach people about this is challenging, right? Because again, it's like you don't understand how poverty makes you demand respect. That's what growing up street means, right? Is you don't have a ton of other things to look forward to. So the one thing you're going to protect vehemently is your respect. That's going to be, you're going to protect your respect and your reputation with a different vigor, because that's how you do everything in the community.
Right.
You don't got no great job to go through. So if somebody disrespects you, you're like, I don't care what you said, I'm finna go make this $130,000 an hour and feed my kids. It's like all you have is your respect.
But you know, the crazy thing is, once people get money, get out, get away from the streets, they forget the valuable lessons they learned from the streets that may put you in the space to be able to get this money.
Yeah.
They get out the streets and they be like, oh, streets, after streets, they ain't do nothing for me, except for give you the work ethic to go ahead and go get this money.
I keep saying this, right? Consistently, the street has created opportunities for people that came to America that were disenfranchised, that America didn't have a plan for. The streets give you that opportunity.
Facts.
Right? To be somebody, to earn more than the minimum that they're trying to see you with. The streets are just an opportunity. They're a group of people that create different things.
Right.
That's all the streets ever been. You know what I mean? Like there was always the opportunity to go out and be minimum. You could always go out and get $2 an hour.
But shit, even the people that came from other countries that were raised in the streets, and then they come over here and they come out here and they go to school, become doctors, and they got that hustle from where they grew up from.
Yeah, but even then, right? If a mass group of people come to America, right, and America doesn't have a plan for this mass group of people,
it's like
because it's different when it's one-offs.
When it's one-offs, and got white in the white collar.
Exactly. You did. Irish people did not just get in
corporate
like that.
America. I just got right in corporate
America.
America.
Irish people did not get in like that.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, y'all not. They was calling them Irish niggas. Irish people at one time half-ass called themselves trying to click with black people on shit. Because America didn't have a plan for Irish people. So guess what? That's where you get the mob from. That's where you get a lot of this initial stuff that we call the streets. Same for Jewish folk. You know what I mean? People don't get the ADL Anti-Defense League was the JDL, the Jewish Defense League, not the Anti-Defamation League that they call it now, that they evolved it into this sophisticated organization. Shout out to the ADL, because that was a player rebranding. That was a player-ass rebranding, coach. Like, they rebranded their gangster team into like this thing of peace and joy and love.
The problem with that is they see people like Aiden Roth and
they don't even
Drake.
Fuck with him.
They see them and they think that all Jewish people are like that.
They not standing up for them. That is not what they mean when they say them people.
They don't understand that some Jews.
They not Jews even with
some of the most gangster people that you.
Yes, the ADL, the Anti-Defense League, right, was the JDL. Anti-Defamation League was the JDL, the Jewish Defense League. That was their gangsters. Open the door, coach.
All right.
That was their gangsters. Like, that was their team. Go look up old videos of the JDL. That'd be the muscular, squabbler Jewish folks, the whole squabblers, all the squabblers. Like, if you disrespected somebody from their community, they would send the goons out. The JDL was the goons. They was pushing the line. That was thug life for them. That was thug life for them. This is on YouTube. Yes, it is. Head over to No Ceilings by Glasses Malone YouTube page. Again, make sure y'all check out the podcast. No Ceilings, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. This stream is sponsored by millsbymanny.com. if it's 2026, if you're tired of cooking, right? If you're tired of cooking, if you want to lose weight, gain weight, head over to mealsbymanny.com, MANNIE.com. Grab your meal. Manny gonna get you right. So again, remember, so that's the trick, right? What up, L? So remember, right? The ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, was like the Crip gang for Jewish people. Yeah, the Jewish Defense League. It was the thug life of Jewish folks. That was their head busters. They was doing a thing. If you mistreated a Jewish person, they was gonna go push a line on you. And they rebranded into something special that people feel like is a sign and an idea of peace.
Now, you want to know about some Jewish gangs? Go watch Peaky Blinders. Go look at Alfie.
So again, right? Irish people, when this country didn't have a plan for it, the streets were there. Jewish folk, when this country didn't have a plan for them, the streets were there. Italian people, right? Italian people, when America didn't have a plan for them, the streets provided. Right now, they provide for us and Mexican people right to this day, Puerto Rican people, Cuban people, because America doesn't have a plan for us. So the streets provide. Every now and then, one or two of us make it out, but it is not for all of us. All of these other things, they were able to assimilate into white America. Irish people are considered white. Oh, go ahead, El. You can put a mic to your mouth.
I'm sorry that I came in the middle of your stream, but can I get tell me what is your overall point you're making right now?
Just keep up. I got you. I was just saying the streets provided the streets are simply an opportunity for places, for people that America, for mass movements of people, for mass groups of people that America doesn't have a plan for.
Pull a trap up.
Facts.
For mass groups of people that America doesn't have a plan for. You hot, Trap. You're a little too hot.
Trap.
You hot, Trap. Yeah. So that's all it is at the end of the day. Right? So to be anti-street, I get it if the initial American person, the English white man, maybe even the Spaniard white man, if they're like anti-street, because America has always had a plan for them. The French white man, America's always had a plan for those three European groups, right? They always had that. They always had a plan for those groups. America always had a plan for the Frenchmen because French people owned America. France owned America. They always had a plan for Spaniards because Spanish people owned America. As far as not Mexican or people that speak Spanish, not the people they conquered, but Spaniards, people from Spain, Europe, England, right? Spain, France. America always had a plan for them. They were always able to come in and get cracking.
Spain.
Everybody else.
Spain had a plan for America.
No, low key, right? They all in. So again, when we start to talk down on the streets, I get, yep, you good. So once people start talking down, that's what I don't like. And I hate it the most when black people talk down on the streets. Which brings me to why we here. Shout out to El Janelle who just walked in.
Hey guys.
I was wondering who that beautiful dog.
Oh,
what's going on?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We're gonna do something cool on those ceilings.
Don't you
I'm
dare
gonna show y'all the actual thing that happened with Corey and Anton. I actually follow Anton on Twitter. I think he can be a bit sellout sometime, but he is articulate.
You know what's so crazy is I woke up to a text just saying, "Yo, Corey need to punch this nigga." He was
right up. There's no way Corey shouldn't have punched him.
Glasses was so bad.
Show the clip. Yeah,
Glasses was so mad.
Show the clip.
Here we go. Can you see it, Trap?
That shit hilarious.
Yeah, I see it.
We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall of it?
I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't. I hear you taking
you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized.
See, that's insult one.
That's insult one. Thank you.
And it's not a traditional insult like a barb of, hey, we're going back and forth and I'm blah, blah, blah. To reduce my intellect down or my ability to list and end the things you saying, problem one.
Bro, he just called him dumb.
Well, he said he's too busy.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not saying that was the moment to fight, but that antenna should go up at that point.
Yeah, like, oh, you got
You don't like certain terms, though, Glasses? But that's what he was. No. I'm sorry, he was gaslighting them. He was gaslighting them, B.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
I don't know if
we
gonna
get to
use
that.
gaslighting.
Me neither. I agree. They call it rage bait, gaslighting. I don't talk in internet terms.
Like that's
not an internet term.
Like
gaslighting.
No, once the internet is similar to the street thing you're talking about. Once the internet gets hold of age-old
I never in my life heard the term gaslighting.
Well, you don't study so people who are psychologists have heard of it and been
don't
saying
bring trauma words here.
You're not a 35-year-old white woman, Glasses?
Yeah.
If it's accurate, then it should be able to be said.
Well, that was gaslighting right there.
Okay, but anyway, what I'm saying is that was the first thing where my antenna would have went up and I'd already start to position myself to be offended enough to punch him. That was the first thing. Okay, let me play a little bit more.
Size, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
Strike two.
Yo, it was crazy, B.
Strike two.
Crazy. Why are you talking to me like this for, B?
Strike two.
That's not a strike.
Look at
that's
the girl.
Not strike two. Yeah, look at her. She was already pushing back.
Strike two.
She said,
why are you talking to me like this for?
That was strike two for her too.
That's strike two for any person.
Fact. You said it wasn't strike two?
Shit. It was like a half a strike.
No, that was strike two.
One was
That's
a half
strike
strike.
two.
Strike two was
you talking
full
about
strike.
not saying nothing. That was
terrible. Completely insulting you.
It is.
Strike two. Now I'm not saying it should go into a fight. I'm saying if my antennas was up on that first thing,
facts. You talking loud and you ain't saying nothing
because it's a way to say something. It's like because he's questioning Corey about Corey is saying, hey, bro, what do you say bad about white folks? Which I get because Anton white men, right? Because Anton really does kind of, and that's a normal thing. Again, Anton's intelligent, but this is the business of ignorance. So he caters to things that he could prey on ignorantly that people know. So he's found a group of white people that powers him by talking shit about black people. And there's a lot of black people on social media doing that. I seen some of them. I try to keep them on my algorithm. It's another brother from Detroit with a bad haircut that does the same thing. And it's all these black people that talk shit about black people and have white people following them and a couple Sambos in there like, well, you know, that's true. Like it's another thing going around where they talking about how black people don't tip. And I'm like, bro, you shouldn't say that because that's just ridiculous.
I'm a great tipper. I love the tip.
Man, I pride myself in it.
Pause.
Right, but again,
I love that.
Thank you.
Valid pause.
Thank you.
Then he also was being a little manipulative because he asked him a clear question. It's not like the question didn't make sense, and he's a conversationalist, so he know what he doing. He's trying not to answer the question directly or take some time to think about a better way to ask it. So that was the purpose of that strike. He like, well, I'm gonna strike you first while I need time to think about a white man that I did talk bad about.
So that's strike two.
I actually like how Corey handled it right now.
Are we gonna finish it up? That's strike two.
Now.
See, right now, no, I didn't like that because I was really at that point. The conversation already went from.
It wasn't necessary.
It wasn't intelligence no more. At that point,
you too fast to move on that though.
Yeah, but I was
you might be a little too quick to go there because I like Corey was kind of like, okay, you saying my capacity? Okay, I don't have. I gotta see the rest. He said that was a. That's your opinion. Then he said, let's get back on the facts. But go ahead. Go ahead.
But see, that was the first time. Now the second time, when you say what you say right there, right? You like, you know, that shit too far.
Okay. All right.
Oh, let me show it to you.
Definitely playing with him though.
He playing with him. He for sure is.
Because I'm playing again.
Be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong. My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
Right, two.
Valid.
You talking loud, you're not saying nothing.
Because the first one was like, I don't know about the first one. The first one was like half strike. That
intellectually,
the first one's a half strike.
Those are
you
not
be busy.
Those are full strikes.
He threw that in there like
both of them are strikes because you are going away from the question I'm asking with intentions to insult me.
Yeah.
A nigga said, "How do you wrong way is a strike to you though?"
That's
like,
not
that's
true.
my thing.
No, those two things are strike. Okay.
Right.
Hey,
how many strikes did he get to? Let me try to guess. How many strikes did I think? Give me 5 strikes.
No. You talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it.
I'm not getting into that.
See,
that's not a strike, but that's not a strike.
Okay, you worse than G at this point. Like everything.
He insulted him as if what he was saying was wrong, and then he confirmed exactly what he's saying. He talking to him like he's stupid. He said, "Did you ever call out a Caucasian male?" He like, "Oh, you missed it," and then he was like, "Well, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't doing it." Y'all don't see that? Like he's full of shit.
Note to self: don't say anything wrong around him.
No, I'm just saying because now I'm asking you a question, and I already knew you wasn't intellectually trying to answer the question, but then you just told me not gonna answer. So now I really know. Oh, we there?
Yeah.
Because now we're not even having a conversation. I can't even ask you a question that you will answer.
Yeah. Okay. For sure, he was tapped.
You went through a million different ways to insult me to not answer my question.
For sure.
I don't think anything happened.
You doubled down and said, "I'm not going to answer your question." After you insulted me twice, instead of saying, "I don't want to answer that question."
In the first place, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't feel like anything happened yet.
I'm on 3. I'm on 3.
I don't think that anything happened yet to just any violence, though.
No, but Antanas is up, and I'm already
definitely.
Yeah, okay.
But I think I'm kind of doing 2 different strikes. One is like, how are you gonna strike out on being full of shit, and the other is a strikeout of disrespect. So I guess I'm on 3 of full of shit.
No. We're going with straight disrespect. It's only disrespect.
Okay, I'm on 2 for disrespect. I'm on 2 for disrespect.
It's only disrespect.
Okay.
That's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now.
That was it. That was it. That was it. That was a pop fly. That was a pop fly right there.
You couldn't say kissing ass back to me.
He's out.
That's a pop fly.
No. It was a fuck the strikeouts. He just popped the ball up in it's out. It's over. He's out of here. Knock him out of the shoes.
That's dive over Darlene fight.
That's it.
Wait a minute. I got a quick question.
No, look at Darlene's face though.
Yeah, she needs to get out the way.
Like she's about to get dove over. She said,
That's dive over. That's dive over Darlene.
The only thing is this. The only thing when I watched this video before, right? And I said that was his response to saying that he was an ass kisser. So your response to me saying you were an ass kisser, you saying I was sucking.
That's not a response.
That's what he thought it was, though.
No, it wasn't.
No,
I do think he thought that trap. Whether they disagree or not, he definitely thought that.
No, he didn't.
He tried to. He's mirroring what he's doing. He said kiss ass and he said suck dick. He's trying to take it up
what mirror he looking in? Because that ain't mirroring.
That's how the trolls do. They mirror what you do and then they take it up a notch.
They're gonna go lower. They're gonna go lower than you.
It's crazy.
That 1 minute exchange shows that when you walked in here, your point was for me to punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Or for you to show other people that I wouldn't punch you in the face.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
If you got both,
Anton. Yeah, okay.
Yo, L, they said that he used to be on the what's his name?
He was on Clubhouse. He did not have that many followers like that. He was talking to
because
niggas.
White people are not on Clubhouse.
He tried to bond with niggas. Niggas was very they rejected him, and he went and blew up through the
with white people.
Yeah.
I started watching his shit a little
and
bit.
Then white people and then other black people see white people following you,
and then they say, "Oh, I'm hot,"
and they like, "Let me go follow the popular brother," even though he may be saying things that I innately know is not wrong. But that right there, that again, he tried to carry it as if, "Oh, I'm just responding, bro." That's not you from Detroit. You know we don't talk
for sure. Yeah. He for sure knew that he's not supposed to say that.
Niggas say kissing ass in Detroit, but niggas don't say
sucking dick,
sucking penis in Detroit.
Thought he was. He said, "You going low? I'm going to hell." That's what.
Yeah, but I think you said
that wasn't even a going
that
low.
Was literally
thing.
A low blow.
That wasn't even a going low. That wasn't
a low blow. The kissing ass
not a low blow.
Well, what do you call low blow? Because I get what he mean by going low. You never heard that saying, if they go low, we go high, and then other people like, no, if they go low, I'm going to hell.
Kissing ass is not a term of. It doesn't have to be a term of insult.
I
think kissing ass is on the same level of somebody saying, you sucking dick. Why you talking about dick?
No, it is not.
No.
Bro, I'm telling you.
It's in the same category.
It's in the same category, bro.
No, it is not.
But a different level.
No, it is not. There was never.
I will name what the category is. The category is you sucking up to somebody. I can say it very nicely. So that's level 1. Hey, hold on, wait, listen to me for a second. I'm trying to say you sucking up to somebody, right? I can say level 1. Hey, you're sucking up. I can say level 2. You're kissing his ass. I can go level 7. You sucking dick. But I'm really communicating the same idea.
No.
I think
no.
He shouldn't have said it.
No,
Tell me why this. No,
as soon as you tell another dude that you sucking
that's
dick,
a fighting everywhere but New York.
All
that's
I
a fight everywhere.
I'm on my knees.
That's a fight everywhere but New York.
Glasses. Let's not get it fucked up though. When you say that term, you are ready to fight, B. Niggas ain't saying that term.
You don't say that term. You don't say that term and be ready to fight.
These terms ain't even
on
the
the
same
same
level.
That's what it's for.
No, they're not. I'm telling you, no, it's not. That's not what it's for.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Suck my dick is way worse than a fight.
No. See, these kids
accuse a man of being homosexual. That's not a homosexual man. Everywhere except New York City is a fucking death sentence.
It's a fight, B, in New York. What are you talking about?
No.
If a man kiss another man's ass, that's homosexual too.
No, it's not. Because don't nobody kiss ass. Kissing ass is don't nobody kiss ass.
No, this nigga tripping.
Don't nobody kiss ass.
I done met a nice lady and I kissed her ass before, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's not something that's a thing. That's not the idea.
For sure kissed the ass before.
I'm saying
that she was a nice lady, Trap.
I met a nice lady.
I'm saying that,
nice
I'm
lady.
saying that's not a thing though. Like people say kissing ass in corporate America.
But you don't know what the thing is apparently.
No, but I'm just saying if you're gonna connect it to homosexuality, they both.
I'm not saying people physically don't kiss women's ass or people don't kiss
I'm
ass.
not saying.
Kissing ass is an all-American term.
Right.
That's not even an urban term.
Okay.
But
that's like an American term.
Let's rewind this back.
We
Why
didn't
did you
even
just say that New York that it doesn't come with a fight in New York though?
Because that's how y'all talk.
No, it's not. Yeah, and when you get to that point, bro,
it don't take much to get y'all to that point.
No. When you get to that point, let's go.
Not to no point. That's like y'all second response.
No. What you're doing now is you're taking it on to what these little niggas done took the shit to.
I watch y'all talk to each other and it come out fast.
Oh, that's the nigga on the internet doing that shit.
From New York.
That's on the internet doing that shit. On the internet doing that, and this is why I tell you, the internet ain't real. If a nigga trying to look at that shit on the internet, nigga, you soft, B. Because you know if you say that shit in person. Listen, if you say that in person,
you can't even fight. Listen, Trav, we don't even talk like this. That's not even something you say to people, period. Even inviting a man to the Frank stand, bro, is out.
Yeah. The Frank stand is hilarious.
That's just that's not even cool. I wouldn't even tell another man that to be disrespectful. It's actually disrespecting myself.
Now you could go within that right there. Now that's something that New York done made as a disrespectful term, though. That is not used anywhere else.
It's not even a disrespectful term. It's way worse than that. Like I would probably want to cut somebody's head off if they said that.
Trap. I'm not about to say nothing to no dude out. If I say SMD and he get on his knees, I'm gonna be like, oh, like I'm not about to say nothing to no dude that I really don't want to happen. Like I'm not about to tell you SMD. Why would I say that?
Like it's different to insult somebody else, but to insult them by saying, "Hey, to come over here and give me fellatio," is just
that's just it's a term. It's a term of saying like this. How I feel about you. Use a B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know they're not. So why would you invite them to your Frank?
It's just
like it's different if I call you. It's different if I call you a bitch.
Listen, when that term is brought up, before the youth has turned into like a term that just gets just flown around. When that term is said, it means I'm ready to die right now, B. You know what I'm saying like that?
I doubt it because there ain't enough people dying.
Hey, what is worse?
Ready to is different from
what is worse, SMD or getting called a B?
SMD.
I think that's the point of it. Like that's their New York
SMD,
cultural thing. I don't think you're supposed to hate on their neutral or their New York cultural thing. That's the reason why they're saying it.
Calling you that makes you sucker. Telling you
it's like
suck my penis makes me and you a sucker.
I'm trying to disrespect you so bad that I'm about to
disrespect my.
It's like I'm gonna disrespect you so bad that you should be ready to crash out because I want to crash out.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's disrespecting you so bad as much as you disrespecting yourself.
But that's why
I agree with that. But I think sometimes shit is.
You can't listen. Looking at it like that is the same way. Y'all over there in the West Coast look at that shit. You call somebody a weirdo. That nigga's ready to crash out because somebody calls a nigga a weirdo.
I don't understand the weirdo thing.
You can call somebody a weirdo over here and it'd be like, all right, nigga, yeah, I'm weird. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not the same.
But it's not the same.
If you accuse a man,
it's not the same.
Sucking penis
you're going
everywhere on the planet Earth.
Towards it literally. You're going towards it literally. Literally, ain't nobody saying that and meaning it literally. Ain't nobody saying that. The same way with the weirdo.
I don't know.
None of them. Come on now, y'all.
This is a very odd thing to say. It's a very odd thing to say.
Yo, let's get back to this, man. Let's get back to this. I like where he goes with this. Because he didn't say it again, though. He didn't say it again, though. I'm out.
What do you mean he didn't say it again?
He said it. Go play the video.
I'm not playing the video. What the hell does it mean if he said it twice? I'm supposed to dive over
Darlene. Ran up on this recording and shit. Say it again. Say it again, nigga.
That's Ice-T. That's Ice-T's ex-wife. Is that
the one from the Power?
That's the one from the cover. Yeah,
that's her.
Wow.
Oh wow, I didn't know that was her.
Trap.
What's up, bro?
Hey, do you be telling people SMD?
Nah, I don't do that, man.
I heard him tell somebody.
I heard him say it.
Because I know that's cap.
I know you have it.
You see both of us right there.
No, I haven't.
Trap, I was with you for a minute. I don't know what made you.
When? Who did I say it to?
Me and L. Burf heard him say that.
Who did I say it to?
You know he said it to somebody.
So if I said it, who did I say it to? Tell me. Don't say the person's name. Just give me like a little hint of who I said it to.
I will not, but you have been made mad enough.
Yes, you have. No. Lex, I've heard Lex say it. I've heard Trill say it. I've heard y'all, all my New York partners invite somebody to a Frank stand.
But I don't think it's right to take that away from them. That's their street culture that they invented. They way to communicate.
The chicks even say it.
They cannot say it.
Trap,
the women say it. The women say it more than
us. Too many of y'all New York niggas. I say it now.
Y'all can't say it. What if you say it in some? What if you say it to a dude and dude get on his knees? What you gonna do?
You gotta be careful who you say it to, man.
I don't think.
What you gonna do? You're gonna be
mad if you say it.
That's not like, yo, listen.
It's just odd in the place where they get zesty sturdy. That SMD.
Yo, bro, come on, play the rest of the video, B. Play the rest of the video, man.
Zesty sturdies.
Let's get the rest of the video.
But what I'm saying, Trap,
I did not know that was Ice-T ex-wife, B. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's Darlene. That's the one that was in the cover with the
Darlene. Yeah. I ain't know what's up.
So strike three. Dive over Darlene, fight. No other, nothing else. Dive over Darlene, fight, punch you, pack you out. Okay, so as I'm watching it, I'm texting the homie Craig, and I'm like, Craig, tell him, punch him right now. I'm texting the whole time, punch him now. Every time, hey, punch him right now. Craig, like, gee, I'm not there. No, text Corey, punch him now. Punch him right now. Punch him. I'm capitalizing punch, bro. Punch him right now.
He's texting us in the group chat too. He's showing us in the group chat, but he's texting it over.
I'm telling him, punch him. He like, gee, I'm like, punch him. Craig drove over there to punch him. Craig showed up barely like 5 minutes after he left. He was like, damn it. I'm like, punch him now. Punch him.
Is it important to point out that he didn't say suck my dick?
I don't care what you said. You placed my masculine mouth near a penis.
Dick. Yeah, got you. Heard you.
They said his masculine mouth.
That was crazy.
I don't have a feminine mouth. I don't have a mouth. I'm not a girl.
Too much.
Don't invite me to anybody's Franks.
Wow.
So I don't really need to play the rest of it.
No.
Wait, what? I gotta say what happens. I never seen
it. Let him play it.
I never seen this.
Let me show y'all the rest of it.
Good.
Now, you doing the easy shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
Nah, homie, let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So fix it.
Oh,
wow. The yeah, you do was crazy.
I never heard the yes, you do. I never heard that.
I didn't catch the yeah, you do either, though. That was crazy.
Yeah, you do was
he would have to get I would have thrown the mic at him at that point.
Bruh, everybody with me.
Yes, you do. It's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a fight.
Twice is crazy.
Yes, you do.
That's a fight.
Yeah.
That's no more talking. Fight. I don't care who with you. Pop him. It's a girl with you.
You do. Yes.
You, Darlene, rush her. We packing him out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm proud of Corey holding his.
I am not proud of Corey.
You know what? Because,
No, I'm gonna tell you why. We gonna get to it. I'm gonna play a little bit more.
For right now, I'm proud of him.
Right now.
I don't suck.
You doing it right now.
Believe me when I.
You doing it right now.
Tell you, I don't do that.
Tell you,
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
I'm with it,
homie. I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none.
Well, I tell you what. Once that dick.
Hey, pausing it right there is crazy though. Once that dick, and then you just pause it like this.
That was crazy, but
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Once
fighting words. We already passed it. This is his plan. Okay, I'm playing some more.
This is talking each other face words.
Sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking.
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit. Oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform.
You can't disrespect me and then say you're gonna respect me because it's my bruh. I don't gotta play no more. Do I gotta play some more?
This conversation is crazy, actually.
No, I gotta play some
you
more?
can just tell me what happened. He just went back to their seats and then they
kept
it
it
looked a little long, but did they continue the interview after this?
For a while, and then eventually
that's
left.
crazy. So they just kept talking
No,
to
because
each
my
other.
man asked him to go outside.
Bruh, there was no way possible.
So when my man asked him to go outside, should he have went outside right there?
Outside?
No, I'm asking.
That should have been a fight long. The ambulance should have been carrying him outside. Or carrying me.
Does Anton not look like Royce the 5'9" and T-Pain had a baby?
He do.
Listen, if you sit down with me and you think that's the kind of content we gonna make, I'm telling you I'm going to jail.
That was crazy. So look, right? So I was taking a nap, right? I woke up to the group text. Corey, you hit him. Punch him, Corey. Punch him. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? He keeps saying, punch him, Corey. Punch him.
Punch him.
He just keeps texting me over and over. Punch him, Corey. I'm like, what are y'all talking about, bro? They're like 51-50.
After the situation, after it's over, in hindsight,
punch
how do we look at Corey?
When was this?
Does Corey look like?
It was yesterday, last night. It was live.
Nothing. Listen.
So since he didn't punch him,
nothing. Because Corey is a comedian, but nothing. But it's just hard for me to have this same thing that you got going on when somebody is pushing you to the point of where you're supposed to punch them.
See,
nothing. We are past that point. Punch him.
He should have punched him, Trap.
No, he should have punched him.
No, Corey did not do right. If y'all think that's the thing, let me tell y'all something about masculinity. Nothing about that is okay.
You think he should have punched him? All right.
Punch him.
What else? What'd you say?
Yeah, I do think he should have, but I understand why. I understand why people are saying that he shouldn't. People have been trained up in this idea of, well, he got to maintain professional. And what about law? And what about going to jail? And what about messing up your own set? And what about
that's what happened?
So
now, that's what he said though. He said the reason why he didn't do it. He said the reason why he didn't do it was because if he would have jumped on his ass and they'd have fucking rumbled and hit the fucking screen they spent fucking so much money on, which was the set. You know what I'm saying? That
no.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. A lot of people think about it that way, and they think that that is the professional way to handle it.
It is not.
I just think that there's a certain group of people who communicate differently, and you can communicate very well with violence. So I don't think that I have the temperament to make it through that and say, well, we're going to communicate non-violently, but I also wouldn't have put myself in a situation like that. I don't even know why he's interviewing this nigga if you know he's wildly disrespectful and y'all don't respect each other. So when I think professionally, you can't be here because I'm gonna end up slapping the shit out of you if you come here playing with me.
Okay,
but once y'all
gotta stop using the term crash out.
100%.
I get it that somewhere. Okay, so let me say this.
You hate internet terms, B. This is getting crazy, son. Like you just want to use
bitch. The internet did kind of bastardize a lot of shit.
Terms. You want to use,
it's not the term crash out because it's bitch nigga shit. That's a term of bitch nigga shit.
What?
Crash out.
How?
That's not crashing out. Okay. There's a level of emotion that people think has to happen for you to reprimand somebody disrespecting you. There's no emotion needed. I wouldn't even been mad. He's asking me to punch him.
Yeah.
He's asking me to punch him. It's not about my feelings. He's purposely doing this in front of other people. He's trying to demean my character. He's trying to say, as somebody who prides himself in black people and in the streets, I can disrespect you because I see you disrespect other people.
Wait, say that again? You think Anton seen Corey disrespect other people?
Talked about that the whole
Corey
time.
does it all the time. Corey does it all the time.
He do.
Hey, that was gonna be my point right there. Corey kind of J. Cole this situation. Like, don't come out here pump fake. Corey talks about smacking niggas and beat niggas up a lot. And
all
then you got all the time. So now you got an opportunity to really smack a nigga, really put feet on earth, and you didn't, I don't know, no time like the present. He's just supposed to smack the shit out of that boy.
Yeah, and I get it, because in y'all mind, y'all feel like this has something to do with emotions. No, you are just a coward. If you think what happened there would have anything to do with emotions, if he disciplined that man physically, if they had a physical confrontation, you are a punk ass dude.
Let me ask you a question.
But some people don't have a problem with being a punk.
That is facts. That is very true.
Yeah, I think I noticed that, but a lot of people me when I say stuff like, "Oh, you will be scary, you'll be a punk." There is definitely a wide swath of people that's like, okay,
no, they don't believe that they're punks. Most people are not going to tell you they punks. They're going to create terms that make it not advantageous for you to actually reprimand somebody or extend the conversation to a physical means. If people just come around like I'm a punk and tell a girl like I'm a punk, it'd be different. But then they try to talk tough while being a punk.
True.
So you already knew that I'm with G. You already knew that nothing was gonna happen if a nigga start talking about he start thinking about monitors and shit like that. I didn't want him to hit the monitor, fall down, hit the monitor, then hit the stool on, then he might have hit the floor too hard. What the fuck are we talking about right now?
That monitor is expensive.
Listen,
I know that's not good enough
there's a version of me that could communicate just fine.
Too.
There's a version of me that could communicate just fine. I could talk to him through all of that. It wouldn't be a problem. This is what I shout out to my older homies for giving me this and being a gang member. This is what the streets gave me, right? There's a version of me that could talk to somebody trying to be disrespectful, and I could walk and talk right through that. I just wouldn't do it. You don't deserve it. There's no reason for me to. There is no reason for me to. There's no reason for me to give you that pass. No, we need to see. I need to see. Let me start it for you. You're going to have to defend yourself, whether you win or lose. But somebody I don't care if you get sued. If your thoughts of getting sued is your problem, you are a punk. If everything about you decide that consequences matter, then this conversation ain't for you. Pete's father told him the same thing. Don't get no fights. Don't do nothing that's going to get me sued. Go tell the principal.
Is Pete just a random white kid?
No, Pete from the podcast.
Oh.
Pete told me that. And I keep telling y'all got to understand, if you start living your life worried about you're going to get sued, it's not I'm going to say this till I get sued. I'm okay with getting sued. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to disrespect me and demean me in front of people with intentions on being sued. That's my fear. That's like this whole situation that's been going on. The thought of going to jail and passing away is not going to make me not stand up for this sister. If you keep finding reasons, imagine if Martin Luther King thought like y'all. Imagine if anybody thought like y'all. Imagine all the suckers. We be on a plantation right now because y'all is suckers. And then y'all find this sucker way to deal with it and think that's cool. Your kids ain't going to respect you. You think if your kids see a man telling you suck his penis, your kids gonna respect you? No.
I'm kind of wondering where this thought process came from, because we wasn't raised like that. Like my mom, if I had a fight at school and my mom felt like it was too good of a fight, she taking me back to his house. Like, you got to go refight him. Like, my mom wouldn't even let me duck fades at all. I couldn't duck fades.
Obviously, they mom let them duck fades.
A lot of people, mom.
Obviously, they mom was telling them, and that's why I be saying all these people ain't hip hop. This is what I be telling Trap. This is what I be saying. These people wasn't raised like that. If your mom told you to go tell the principal when somebody hits you, you are not hip hop.
Let's get it straight right now. My mother never told me no shit like that. So don't.
I know she didn't,
right,
but you want to let everybody.
Mama Love ain't never told me no shit like that. Mama Love told me go back out there and get yours.
Your mother said that, Trap, but I'm saying when I keep trying to separate people that weren't raised this way and don't have that simple understanding, it's crazy.
First thing I came in, I had a fight today. Who won? That's the first question my mom asked me. Who won?
How you think J. Cole was raised?
Hey, Trash. Speaking of J. Cole, February 6th.
I seen the Fall Off commercial. Somebody just sent me the Fall Off commercial. That's just but you know what's crazy though?
Hey,
y'all remember? Did y'all mark that date down when I said what the fuck the man plan was? I hope you marked that date down, because this whole roll, it's gonna be the whole thing. Go ahead though.
What did you say the plan was?
It was all catered to this whole the fall off.
Wasn't no caters, no fall off.
That little trailer did look like Trap. That little trailer did look like what you was talking about, Trap.
What did he say? Say it better for him.
Who?
What did
he say?
I forgot what it was. I said I was freestyling one day and I just.
He's saying everything that was kind of catering.
The battle was catering him.
It was everything that was coming about with the whole thing. He wanted everything to go and surround around and make it look like
Corey did not stand on no business. Y'all got to stop using these terms that mean something.
I'll find the clip for you.
That's not a generic term that you use. That is not standing on business. Standing on business is not that.
He hates all these terms.
Gentrifying these hip hop terms. Stop gentrifying these street terms. That's not what that is.
Gaslight, standing on business, crashing out.
Hollering in his face.
Like none of that
standing on business.
Y'all are pussy as hell. That is not standing on business. Jesus Christ, get that vagina out your blood. That is not standing on business. That's a lot of other things, but it's not standing on business.
To me, you supposed to do less hollering when you about to fight. Like,
so when he ran up on him, he said, "Yo, say I suck a dick again."
Yeah. What do you mean? Say I said it again?
No. I'm just saying. All right, he said it one time. He said it one time.
Oh, he said
but the thing with this though, he didn't say
it. Hey, stop. You know what?
I'm about to say something.
I understand y'all podcast, and I know y'all entertaining. Eventually, we got to be able to disseminate the same message.
Stop.
Entertaining shit. I keep telling you, Coach. I keep telling you, Coach. Yo, bro.
Talk to Trap.
Yo, bro. I'm telling you, he keep doing that.
You're right. Explain to me.
He keep doing that.
Explain to me why it makes sense. Explain to me why that's standing on business.
And you ain't
you lying. Don't lie for entertainment. You know that's not standing on business.
Who's lying? I didn't say standing on business.
You know that's not standing on business.
Let me finish what I'm saying right now. What I'm saying is this. He told nigga, yo, say it again. The nigga ain't say it again. You know what the nigga did say? Hold on, bro. You know what the nigga did say? Nigga said, we can go outside right now and go fight. What's up? And the nigga, and Sonny ain't move and go, let's go outside and go, let's go shake. He didn't say that at all. Anton said, let's go outside and go fight. What's up? So that's
Trap, what is your point though? What are you saying?
That's what I'm saying. Wasn't no stand on business. When the nigga said, yo, say it again.
Stand on business.
The nigga just told you, he didn't say it again, no. But he told you, let's go shake though.
So you saying he did not stand on business?
No,
correct?
He didn't.
Okay.
No, he didn't. I'm not gonna tell him, let me finish.
Yeah. You going past what was the first thing not standing on business.
That's insane.
Stop talking about his business.
You should have jumped up with Darlene.
Standing on business.
Jumped up with Darlene.
We're not talking about the actual business you own. Man, stop gentrifying hip hop, bruh.
Just Trap.
That's a good point, though. People do that. They
stop gentrifying hip hop, bruh.
And they water it down.
Stop gentrifying the terms. You're watering it down. I don't give a damn what business he was at. That's not standing on business. That's not what it means. Outside doesn't mean outside the front door, man.
Trap. How many SMDs would he have got for got
no,
out.
It's just one. It's just one. You just get one.
Okay.
That's it, bro.
Right.
There's no other. There's no more than one.
Like that ain't your boy. That your homie. That ain't like.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. We shaking right now. We shaking. That's it. Ain't nothing else to say.
Man, I can argue with y'all all day, but I'm not about to argue. You're not.
I would never tell you to suck my penis. I would never tell you you talking loud. I would never tell you that, Trap. I would never disrespect nobody I got respect for by saying that.
Let's slow down, G.
I've never in my life would say that to you. I've never in my life would say that.
You're just trying to be entertaining though right now. You're trying to be entertaining right now.
A comparable disrespectful term though.
Of sucking, of telling you
or
you
just,
suck penis?
Very high level disrespect.
Maybe. Calling somebody a bitch.
Dude.
Damn, so we go from dick sucking to just a bitch. There's no in between. There's nothing more disrespectful than calling somebody a bitch, but less disrespectful than. It gotta be something else in there. But I think what you said about gentrifying the terms was very valid. Yeah. But I do think that's internet shit. I'm sure in their mind they like, ooh, he got in his face and was hollering back at him. He stood on
because
business.
They are busters.
Yes, that's true. I don't think you give people the right to be busters. I think that's
what I'm trying to stop Trap from doing. Like this is what when I be talking about. Okay, let me explain what I'm saying. Coach and Trap entertain sometimes because we all will be in agreement about how we will conduct our life. And then they get on Elon's internet and start acting like
Beyonce's internet.
Right? On Elon's internet and start acting like that's not what's supposed to happen.
But you don't think that's a necessary component to you dissecting a subject and explaining it to the world for somebody to...
Sure. Okay. I'm all for that. I will sit down with anybody and inform.
He does that all the time.
But again, when you start to purposely disrespect a man, when your goal is to get in front of people because you feel like your sentiment is I'm taking on a bully, so I'm going to keep whatever I feel that is an insult to me, I'm going to go to the furthest extent.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he's saying he kissing my ass, kiss ass is a mainstream American statement.
Facts. Is nowhere near as disrespectful.
Never in life do we ever say to each other, you suck dick. Those are fighting words on every place in America.
What about, let me ask you a question. What about the term get off his dick?
That's the fight.
Nah.
Fight too, right?
So bringing up dicks, period.
Yeah.
Bro, if a man tell you to get off somebody's dick, that should probably be a fight.
Okay, can I ask a
you
second?
were probably in there then.
Can I ask another question? I know we're a little dick focused right now. I gotta be honest.
Pause.
But
you don't have to pause it. We gotta pause.
I love pause. My favorite language arts game.
That's the thing. That's we gotta on to that. We gotta on to that.
Pause is so it's like a language arts game. But anyway,
we gotta on to that.
So I think we talking about the language of the disrespect, which is important. Don't get me wrong, but you don't think it's or close to equally disrespectful to basically say, "Hey, you playing the fiddle for the white man? You tap dancing for the white."
Yeah.
To him, to the
no.
nigga, not of course.
No,
what we think.
I get what you're saying though.
Anton himself, when he hear that, you don't think he like,
no,
nigga, you just basically said I'm tap dancing for the white man.
Sure.
He don't have the right to be extremely, because I would be extremely offended if I did something and a person misconstrued it as you're tap dancing for the white man and said it to me like that. I would be highly upset.
It should be as disrespectful.
Yeah,
but to a guy, for some reason, it just don't resonate the same. You call me a coon or Uncle
but
Tom,
y'all black
and I'll
first.
be mad. And I would be like, oh, I ain't no coon. But as soon as you say SMD, it take me someplace different.
Yeah, but you black first, right?
I am black.
Are y'all
first.
black first or y'all men first in here?
Oh,
you black first.
I'm black first, but I don't. You can't SMD me.
So that
his
whole
content is rooted.
No,
his content is rooted to that part of the critique.
Okay,
that's part of his content. All of us think it's a level of Samboism in his content. It's not to say we're right or wrong, but it's catered that way.
So he can't really be that offended because he should understand why a person would say that.
He does. He knows.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think he might have been as offended though. Now that you say that,
I'm not saying he couldn't have been offended. He could have been like,
why he brought the suck my dick up out of there.
Yeah, he was trying to. I also think he was trying to out Corey Holcomb.
Listen,
that's a good possibility.
I don't. Again, either way.
Mm-hmm.
If that's cool, that could be true. It should have been a fight right then and there.
I agree with that.
But I agree with you 100%. I think that Anton came on the show knowing what kind of disrespect he was about to intake on this. So I think he came in like, all right, I got to make sure I match his intensity. My problem with Corey is he didn't stand on what he talked about. Like you say, you got to smack him, dude. Dude got to get punched on. Like you got to punch that dude. So I think it was the same thing that we was talking about with J. Cole. Like you talking about all this rap shit and all this, how you'll battle a nigga down and all that type of stuff. Dude, when it's time to battle, you didn't do shit. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Well, that's because they could be, like Glasses said, doing it for entertainment. Like with the J. Cole argument, I was saying this on the Culture United the other week. I think J. Cole wanted to like fun rap, getting a cipher on, I'm the biggest, the baddest. Oh, niggas can't hold me. He wanted to like fun rap, play with words. And I think in his mind, it started to be like, hold on, nigga, this ain't fun rap. These niggas might, oh shit, I'm out. And I know Glasses disagree, but I think maybe Corey might be doing the same thing. He like, well, if we just talking shit, like you don't got no partners like that. Like you could be at the house party, at the barbecue, or whatever. This the main nigga who always talking shit. He say the funniest shit, talking shit. But then when one person get mad enough to want to fight, he look kind of confused sometimes. Like, damn, nephew, chill out. Y'all never experienced that where the person just want to talk shit, but they don't want it to escalate to actual violence.
I think we all know how far we can go with her. Like me and Glasses argue every day, damn near. But I think we understand how far the argument gonna go, and we can yell at each other.
Never in my life disrespected you. Now I'm not saying I might have done something you didn't feel disrespected.
No, because Glasses. So see, this is the thing you don't understand. Glasses don't understand me, I guess, from this point. Like I let him say a lot more stuff than I let any other nigga say to me.
I feel like that about my partners too.
Yeah, Glasses.
Okay, what's the worst?
Yelled at me.
What's the worst thing? What's the worst thing I ever said to you, Coach?
When you raise your voice to me, you don't understand me. Like I guess I don't even let niggas raise their voice to me.
Not your personal.
You raise your voice to me. You in a danger zone.
Not
in the debate though. In the debate though, you're debating about something.
Because I don't
debate you and Glasses. I don't go around. I'm not Glasses. I'm going around debate niggas.
But we're not debating, right? Like I'm staring at the camera. I've never screamed at your face in my life. Coach, I ain't never screamed at your face. I ain't never screamed at you in my life.
Man, had 800 fights.
Tell me a time I've ever screamed at you in my life.
No, he doing the sleight of hand. He's saying I'm screaming at the camera.
I am never in my life screaming at you. Tell me the worst thing I've ever done to you, Coach. What's the worst thing I've ever said?
You have punched me.
That's all together.
I never asked you to punch me. We working. I got gloves in my hand. Mitts, nigga. Hit the mitts.
Why you missed the mitt and hit him before?
Yeah, this nigga ain't hit.
Coach is fibbing.
No,
hold on. You missed the mitt.
Coach is telling fib. Coach is telling fib. Trap, what's the most disrespectful thing?
Glasses.
What's exactly? Because he's teaching me how to punch.
Not me.
Trap, what's the most disrespectful thing I've ever said to you in my entire life of you knowing me?
No, we men, B. So we men. So when you're dealing with a man, you leave with respect, B. So I would never, none of our conversations ever.
What's the worst thing I've ever said to you?
Said I'm over here entertaining.
That's the furthest thing.
No, Trap called you stupid and dumb.
I've never in my life called Trap stupid.
Lying now.
Never.
It's a lie.
Never.
Call me stupid and dumb.
I've never in my life called.
I'm trying to think.
I've never in my life called anybody
my son got home and asked me why I let him talk to him like that.
I've never in my life called anybody stupid or dumb. Do not listen to this man. That's what I'm saying. They entertain it. I've never in my life called anybody stupid or dumb. Anybody.
I for sure, my son did not say that, but for sure he's called us dumb.
Never.
For sure. That's
no. Hold on, Coach. He probably never called us dumb or stupid.
No,
but his smarty loc ass probably done said the shit within a way of like.
No, I never even said it like
unsmart. You're unsmart. That's an unsmart statement right there.
I've never even said
you can't disrespect the person without using disrespectful terms.
Yes,
and the philosophy behind what you saying could be saying your character is low.
And honestly, the way I have respect for people that I deal with,
I don't do that.
I wouldn't hang with people that I think is stupid or dumb.
I don't.
I wouldn't even deal with people like that.
I leave respect when I talk to my homies like that. We might be talking, cutting ass, doing some shit like that, but I'm not gonna never say that it's gonna be to the point where. You know what I'm saying, unless I wanted to go there.
I heard you say some crazy shit, Trap. I can't say the same thing. I said, y'all not me.
That's why I didn't even speak on this shit.
Y'all not me.
Who though?
Friends?
I'm saying for sure.
To my friends?
Yeah, they talk crazy. I'm saying yes. I've heard you tell bro. You told people suck my. Yeah, you talk crazy, but that's not the point.
Y'all making that up. No, I didn't, bro. Cut that shit.
Trap. Me and L both heard you say it multiple times.
I'm not gonna say tonight, but I've never said that, bro.
Trap, you never got mad enough in no
Yes, we
conversation.
had. We heard him say that
Trap,
multiple
stop.
times. But what I'm saying is this, right? This is the thing, right? And Corey in that situation is like, there is no way possible you are not supposed to punch him. It doesn't have to be emotional. Or you don't share space with somebody that's going to demand you to punch them.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Why are you? I don't understand this idea of, oh, you popular on the internet, so I want to work with you regardless of what it is that popularized you. So I'm going to invite you over here. You're cross-platforming him. He may be looking at it like, oh, I'm bringing Anton Daniel, so it should be good. But you're also introducing him to new audiences. And if you feel like he tap dancing for the white man, why the fuck are you helping him get introduced to new people?
Facts.
That just don't make any sense. So I don't like this idea of, let's create a situation that's gonna be so controversial that something can go wild and crazy. But then when it go wild and crazy, everybody calm down now. We professionals. No,
we are not.
No, the fuck
I am
we not.
professional. I'm a professional nigga. I'm a professional man. I'm going to punch you because you need to be punched.
But because I know that I will avoid situations. So I want to be clear. I'm not going to headstrong be like, oh, let's go here. Let's go there. Might have to punch a nigga. Might have to punch a nigga. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm going to hear it like, what you say gonna happen? Who gonna be there? What he be talking about? I ain't gonna make it. So let me not be there.
I agree. I stay out of situations where I feel like I might have to fight.
Yeah, like let me.
This always remind you why women cook better than men.
Why is that now?
Because they're cooking. Oh, cook.
All right.
That woman up here cooking.
I will
try to see.
I will turn some
meals.
Turn shit
It ain't
down.
just meals by Manny, meals by L. Right now. Feel me? Meals by L, B.
I agree.
I agree. I agree with that. Like I don't know how he made it without slapping the shit out of him, and that was crazy.
That's my point. I don't exist in spaces where if I don't want to hit somebody, I won't exist in a space where somebody will make me hit them.
Exactly. So what do you think about this idea? Oh, y'all need to control your emotions.
It's not emotion.
They didn't make you hit them.
It's not
you
emotion.
Got triggered.
No, it's not emotions. This is the proper response.
I think so too. But we are in the minority. You do know that, right?
Shout out to K-Way for real. He said, G, you went off on the entire lunch table, screamed at Trap King coach, and then said you should unalive yourself, and King ain't been back since.
Thank you, K-Way.
No
appreciations, K-Way.
So listen.
Yo, Dot, you might be right on that one, Dot. I forgot about that one, Dot. You're right. You're right, Dot.
Slam his glasses at least 17 times.
Yeah,
that's not disrespecting you. I'm hurting my glasses.
He wanted to self-checkout. I remember that time he wanted to self-checkout because he got so mad he was going to self-checkout.
Trap has made him want to unalive himself at least 4 times.
Yes. So how is that disrespectful to y'all? You guys are disrespectful. Y'all insulted me. I've never said that. I've raised my voice to make my point with passion. I've never disrespected you.
You banged on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's
shouldn't be here with y'all.
Notice I'm taking my frustrations out on the table. I never told either one of y'all, no, you are not. This table right here.
It was a bar now.
I've never in my life told you guys to actually, I've never disrespected you. I don't even talk to people like that. I'd rather just fight.
Have you ever disrespected King?
No.
For sure.
Oh God! I want to see who's gonna lie. I want to see who's gonna lie just now. I want to. Please call King right now. Please call King right now, because King will tell you right now.
He don't really call.
Are you want to call King right now?
Please call King right now.
Why are you doing this to yourself? Hey, this is like if somebody was fighting the case and he called up a.
Like call up a.
Yo, my screen. My screen.
I mean, he on the run. He had to do his medical stuff. So
Yo. You ain't gotta do all that, bro.
Hold up. Nah, we got to do it because y'all asked for it.
Yeah, we did. I could do it.
I am not a bully. I resent that. I never. Hey, let me ask you a question. We doing a lunch hour. You live?
Okay.
What's the most disrespectful thing?
No, don't word it like that. Don't word it like that.
No,
that was hate.
Okay.
Don't word it like that.
What's the most disrespectful thing I've ever said to you?
King.
Yeah.
King, this coach. Hey, so have you ever?
It should start with, have I ever disrespected?
Have he
ever disrespected you?
No, but not have you ever felt disrespected by me. Have I ever disrespected you?
He's leading the
witness. Do you believe that I ever had the
Do you believe I disrespected you ever in life?
Man.
Where do I start? Where do I start?
No, I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you
Where do I
why.
start?
Because no, listen to what the man is saying.
We don't know what he was gonna say, but it was funny how he said it.
He hurt his feelings. Go ahead.
Go ahead, coach.
That's
go ahead, King. Go ahead, King.
Young, we all the same
I'm
person.
saying though, no, I never felt like you disrespected me. Like, nah,
never.
Like you may hurt my feelings or misunderstood what the fuck I was saying.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, we've been at odds and shit, but you never like disrespected me.
Now, what's the most disrespectful?
I've been motherfuckers and shit, but I
okay, so you been motherfuckers? You been motherfuckers?
Okay. Now, what's the most disrespectful thing I've ever said to you?
No.
Now, what's the most? What's the most disrespectful thing?
Me and shit, but I don't call that disrespect.
What's the most disrespectful? What's the most disrespectful thing that I've ever said to you?
I can't even.
Because it's you probably never disrespect them to the point that we're thinking of it.
Exactly.
You beat the case, Glasses.
Yeah, you never.
All right, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm gonna hit you back.
But you know what you do? Why the fuck these microphones ain't set up yet, King? What the fuck, King?
King got Stockholm syndrome. Hey, you need to talk to a nigga like me.
King, why the fuck the water?
What's the most disrespectful thing I've ever said to you, folks?
You know what I think it is?
Why the fuck these microphones not set up yet, King? What the fuck is you doing?
You know what I
think? Why you gotta go out there and go smoke for, King? You fucking piehead.
Junkie.
Junkie is crazy.
Look at your eyes, King.
I think sometimes people learn things in a rough manner. And if you got the constitution to be able to take what sounds rough, learn from it, and become better, then you don't really look at it as disrespect. But if like the process of whipping something into shape because you managing it makes you feel injured, then maybe you would look at it as disrespect. And I'm just glad to be from the school where if we got to go, we trying to get something done and it includes something that could damage my ego or whatever, I'm able to kind of repel that off. It don't really get through. Like
you're very good at that right there, right?
Listen, check this out.
I've seen situations where you handle
I have
very well.
never disrespected Drake. I've never disrespected Vlad.
My God.
Never. Tell me one thing disrespectful.
How many times we got to go through this?
You told the whole world that man walked in the crib and seen his damn love of his life getting a bat blown out by another man.
How was that disrespectful? That's what he told me.
No, but you got to understand that too, Trap. G think if he tells the truth, it can't be disrespect.
I don't even believe that. I'm saying where is the lack of admiration? Where is the lack of admiration?
Can I just throw this out here? Because did you not repost Drake face on a rat?
Yes, I retweeted.
You retweeted. Okay.
But he was actually ratting in the situation.
See, that's what I told
you.
That
don't make it not disrespect.
How is it disrespect?
That don't make it not disrespect.
How is it disrespect?
Yeah, he lost me right there.
But how is it disrespectful?
He don't understand.
If you told and somebody calls you a rat, that's what you call somebody that tells. How is it disrespect?
But see,
it's not rooted in facts not being disrespect. Because I think you can be disrespectful. If your intent is to demean, there's 1,000 ways to show lack of admiration. I don't even talk like that, bro. I get that people can feel their feelings could be hurt by me saying something. And I do try my best to not say things to hurt people's feelings. But I'm also not going to censor my thoughts in regards to not hurting your feelings. Now, I will definitely put it together, but I have never in my life disrespected that man. I don't call that man out his name. I don't do none of that. I tell exactly what he's doing. I don't like it. When I don't like certain things, I'll label the behavior.
G throws disrespectful stones and then hide it behind being articulate.
Tell me when.
This is what I told that'd be the trick to tell me.
No, you said I retweeted a link. You said I retweeted a picture.
You retweeted and then you said it was satire.
It is satire.
It was funny. It was funny.
That is satire.
That is satire, but that's what I was going to say. I think it's admirable what you're trying to say. You're like, hey, I'm not about to shift what I think based on y'all feeling disrespected. But something about you adding that, oh, you feel disrespected sounds a little bit reductive, a little bit.
No.
Because what if...
Sure.
Like I looked up the definition of disrespect. It said lacking...
admiration.
And courtesy.
So
if the philosophy behind what you're saying is demeaning in any way, you could demean a person and be like, you in certain worlds, you ain't no gangster is demeaning. In other worlds, you broke is demeaning. But it could be different. So if you demean a person
I agree.
And
I'm
they take it as, oh, this nigga put me on a lower tier than I'm supposed to be on. That could be perceived as disrespect. But I think when you say you feel disrespected, in a way you taking any accountability from yourself for you did try to demean them. Though.
No, but see, that's the thing. So now it goes into me, right? Am I speaking to people to demean them? I've never sat down in front of this podcast to demean in front of this microphone to demean one person in my entire life.
So Drake as a rat
not your
is
intention.
not demeaning.
No, I didn't even create that.
I know you didn't create it, but you retweeted. Who'd you retweet it from?
Somebody that felt like Drake was a rat.
Somebody who had more Instagram followers than you or Twitter followers than
somebody
you?
I just follow.
Okay, yeah. So probably less.
So he amplified it.
You amplified it. And you don't think that Drake saw that and was like, that seems disrespectful. That seems a little mean.
No.
Okay, cool.
Drake knows what he's doing is not right.
Drake was like, I am a rat.
he definitely did. That's what he did.
Like
y'all don't think to himself, he like, this is not right. I'm not supposed to do this.
Did he do crime with somebody and then tell on them?
Do y'all think it's wrong if if Drake is doing something that he knows is improper, right? He know this is not the right thing to do, but he does it anyway for his own personal selfish gain.
So you think Drake saw your retweet and looked at Chubbs and said satire?
No, I'm sure his feelings were hurt.
Oh, I get what you're saying. It's a big difference between you actually being disrespected and your feelings being hurt.
That's what I think. I think he could be mad at me because maybe I've done things to hurt his feelings.
Now, I'm not saying
or said
everything
things that have hurt his
has been
feelings.
disrespectful to Drake. I'm not saying everything, but I'm saying that particular situation that was a little disrespectful.
I think right now I'm trying to find the difference between calling somebody a rat and saying suck my dick. Hold on, don't cut me off.
That's a big
because difference. One can say when he said suck my dick or whatever, one can say, oh, you just feel disrespected.
No, that's intended to be disrespectful.
But who gets to be the arbiter? Like, who gets to decide?
No, culturally, we all agree already.
Yes.
Culturally, we all agree already.
Okay.
So there's standards of legal, and then there's standards of this culture thing that we call street urban culture. There's standards. Now, how you maneuver outside of the standards is different.
So culturally, do we agree that calling somebody a rat is not disrespectful?
Yes.
No.
Yes, because that's not a disrespectful term.
Oh my God.
Culturally, do you agree that calling somebody a rat is disrespectful or not?
I think it's for sure disrespectful.
No, if it's that's like calling somebody, like if a person is actually a rat, then you just deeming him as being a rat, then and saying what he is, then it's not disrespectful. You're just saying what he is.
That's like, but by that standard, it's like saying calling somebody a snitch is disrespectful.
I was trying to figure out.
It's like calling somebody.
How is that disrespectful if you are snitching?
The definition of the F word.
Yeah, that feel a little like.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, y'all are gaslighting.
How is that? What would you call a person What would you call a person that snitches then?
An informant.
Just because the person is deserving of disrespect.
No, it's the definition of the
title. That's what he is, though. That's what the person is, though.
Like, that don't make it not.
This is like calling somebody who's overweight fat.
Just because it's not that
he is fat.
Okay, what's the proper terminology of a snitch?
So the proper terminology of a snitch is a rat to you?
Yes, it's a street term. There is no other word. Listen. In a regular American, in American diaspora, you wouldn't call that person anything. It's only these words to describe it. It's a cultural thing. There was no way to call somebody else that if you tell the police on somebody else that commits a crime to avoid accountability on your own crime. In America, that's just what it is. That don't mean nothing. Snitch and rat is this. I don't even think that's an informant because it's different. An informant is. I mean,
like you working.
I think informant is different.
You're on the clock.
Yeah,
like mainstream people, that's standard. The term snitch and rat are the same.
Trap, I'm disappointed in you, Trap.
But the question is,
what I do?
The question is, can something true still be disrespectful?
It's not, but yes, because if it's a man, right, and somebody calls a person a man.
Wait, if it's a man and somebody, okay, it's a man standing there, I call him a man, okay.
If they be like, well, I feel that disrespectful. Like you again, like intent has to matter.
I feel like the only way calling somebody a rat is disrespectful as if a person's not actually a rat. But if you're a rat though, and you being called a rat, then that's what the
definition is. I think it's disrespectful for both.
That's what it is. Though.
No, it's not.
I just think it's warranted. I think
you don't get that. You don't get that, Coach.
No, I get what you're saying.
Not even a little bit.
That would
disagree.
That would be rooted in an insult.
It is an insult.
It's not an insult.
Try calling somebody overweight fat. See how that works out.
Again,
and tell them it's the truth.
Yeah, but again, that's
and
different.
You go look up the definition. Fat is actually in the dictionary.
I'm not saying
rat is not.
I'm because again, we
rat
set
is though, but not
that.
But not.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You're saying
the false comparative, Coach, because overweight is the correct term to describe somebody that's obese, right? If they're obese. Fat is a derogatory term for that. There is no term for this. It's actually only created in the street. Snitch and rat are the same term. That's the definition.
So you think rat is a term of endearment?
No, rat is not a term of endearment or insult.
So what he's trying to say is that's different in the case of fat, because fat is made to be an insult.
It's a demeaning term.
Okay, snitch is not made to be an insult.
It's just snitch or rat is just the term. It's the definition.
I think that is like I think that's like
a stool pigeon.
A stool pigeon is funny-ish. I think that's what they call that a distinction without a difference. Like, yes, that's true that fat is made to be derogatory, and maybe rat or snitch is not made to be derogatory.
No,
but they're disrespectful. I just think
they do not show.
That's your opinion. I just think
how could I'm
about to tell you. I think where we disagree at is I think there could be warranted disrespect, and it sounds like that's what you describing. Like, yeah, it's disrespectful,
warranted
but you deserve it.
Punk is warranted disrespect. The term punk,
the street version of the term punk,
any version.
Well, they
even the version that you own.
They mean different things.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about that within the term of fat, because punk could be used upon in a different way. Like you got like when you use it upon punk rock and shit like that.
Yeah,
so
but fashion style.
It wasn't a fashion style. It was a term again, bro.
I don't even think fat.
We just talking about the different word. I know you only want to stay in street culture, but
so then what are we doing?
But street culture still engages with other cultures.
No, they don't.
See, it comes to disrespect right now about the point.
It's cap.
It's not gonna be disrespect. It's just
it's just
It's the frustration for the sake of entertainment versus staying in a specific.
Entertainment is crazy, bro.
Well, I'm not doing it for entertainment.
Nothing on my mind.
I'm really trying to comb through the idea.
Bling. That's like the term bling as jury is disrespectful if somebody don't like it. Oh, I don't like my jury called bling.
Bling and rat and put them like that's not the same argument.
How would that be the same?
Because that's a definition of a thing, right? It's a noun. Like a snitch or rat is a noun. It's a noun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not intended disrespect. It's not warranted disrespect. It's actually the description of behavior of an action. It's to describe somebody who does an action.
So you don't think a noun could be disrespectful? Just because you call it a noun don't mean it's less disrespectful.
I'm saying you're saying disrespectful.
Well, what word would you use to communicate what we're saying about, like, if a person sees themselves being called a rat, they could be offended or feel the need to defend.
If they're not a rat. Well, how else would you defend
if not if you're not
so let me ask a question. How would you defend being called a snitch or a rat if you snitched a rat? What would you say you should be termed?
I agree with this person. It might be an adjective more than a noun.
When you say defend, I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
I mean, y'all just said it. This is what y'all doing right now.
What we doing right now? We're defending.
Y'all saying that there would be a way if somebody told the police to avoid accountability for a crime and he informed on another crime and somebody called him a snitch, what would they be preferred to be called?
I wouldn't know.
You think they'd be arguing like, hey, call me an informant?
I don't know. I drop my mind into the mind of a snitch, if I'm being honest.
That's what happens when you start getting into debating with G. He starts making you have to debate stuff you never thought. Like, why am I debating for a rat?
Because
like,
I'm not debating for a rat.
He's trying to put you in the mindset.
What I'm saying is, I understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm saying, so you can tell me what. I'm trying to get you to understand what I'm saying, so you can tell me what word you would prefer that to be called.
There is no word though. That's why, because the term snitch and rat are both terms, bro. They're both terms to describe one thing. That's the only definition. There's only one definition.
Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean a person can't be disrespected using those terms. But that's what we're talking about. Is it disrespect or not?
The only way you're disrespecting somebody is if they didn't do the verb.
And if they did do the verb,
then then they become the noun.
Dude,
so
even
if
they did the verb and I called them a rat, I'm saying it out of malice. I'm being mean when I'm saying it. I'm not saying
so
I'm
then
not just explaining what you are. I'm mad at you. You are a rat.
So your intent changes it. Your intent is meant to be demeaning.
You think intent is required for disrespect?
No, I think in this specific thing, listen, if I call a trans woman a man, I'm intending, if I see that person is trying to identify as a woman, and then I call that person a man, that's intending using a noun to be disrespectful on purpose.
I don't see. I kind of feel that different. I feel differently about
you get
that.
what I'm saying?
You know, I get the
I could call
difference
them
you're trying to make, but I think
they
you
want me to call them.
the intent in that.
But I'm saying, because I'm saying, if I'm aware, notice the key words. If I'm aware that this person is trying to present themselves as a woman, and I say, "Hey, man," that's intent.
No, I do it all the time, but it's because you gotta do better. You gotta do better. Like, you gotta trick me, like make me think you're a woman. If you come in here with some long hair and a mustache, you're a guy to me now, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just like, oh man, you're a dude. So, but if you come up,
I'm not gonna argue this. I'm telling you the intentions. I'm telling you, if there's no.
So why did you say
word,
no when I say you think intent has to be included with disrespect? Why did you say no?
Because I'm not saying is. I'm saying in this particular thing, right? Snitch, rat. That's a street term to describe somebody who tells the police on another crime in order to avoid accountability for their own crime.
Oh,
there's
so
only one term.
Your view of the snitch is not you got to be involved in it. You saying just you trying to avoid accountability and telling on anybody whether you was involved or not is a snitch. Just for the record.
You're avoiding accountability for a crime
by telling on somebody else,
right? That's what snitching is.
Okay. And Drake did that?
Yes. By definition. To the T. The fact that he was able to commit that same crime with that company over and over again for his benefit, but when it was time for him to be accountable in this particular situation, he said, hey, this is what they're doing for him.
Oh, does snitching fall the same in civil liabilities as it does in criminal liabilities?
Yes. If you tell in a civil case, you're still a snitch.
Disagree. Hell no. Hell no. If you tell in a civil case about something that has criminal liability, yes.
That's all we're talking about.
Okay, no, I just want to make because I could be telling on you for cheating for breach of contract.
Let me bring you back down to earth.
Bring me back down.
We're talking about one specific person.
Okay.
And one specific action. You too hot, Trap. Where he's asserting, right? Where he's asserting that this company is committing crimes to help benefit this artist and this record.
Okay.
We don't got to go to no imaginary ideas. Here is the actual case study. He's saying UMG, Spotify, and iHeart committed these crimes to help benefit this record.
And you sure that he's saying crime, not breach of contract, which is different from crime?
I know.
Can I ask you guys?
I'm just making sure. That's the part that I guess I'm like, I thought he was just saying they were cheating the systems, not actually committing a crime. If I'm wrong, just tell me. I just want to be specific about what I'm asking.
Yes, he accused them of committing crime.
Okay, cool.
Can I ask you guys what is happening right now? Like, I'm just trying to see, are we still talking about rat?
We're talking about disrespect and whether or not a person who is guilty of what they're being called in a category where we don't have another word to call it besides that, whether or not they're actually being disrespected or they're just being described.
This is just disingenuous only because it's really simple and it's not that deep. Look,
it is very simple. I agree with you. I think it's very simple.
But if you make the definition of
too in depth about it, and it is very simple.
Okay, so to call somebody a snitch is not disrespectful if they snitched. That's actually what they are by definition. The streets created the definition. Now, can somebody be offended? Sure, because maybe you're telling other people. But it's a fact. It's not an opinion.
Calling somebody fat is a fact.
No, that's not. That's a term, Coach, meant to demean people.
What? I don't think fat came out initially to demean somebody.
Yes, it was.
I think we made it that.
No.
I think rat was a term that came out to demean somebody.
No.
I think that word, I don't think rat
was
just
Coach,
a word.
What's overweight for somebody that is a snitch?
Rat.
Well, no, he's saying what's the more professional, non-derogatory?
Oh, what's the more
the non-derogatory? Like, how can you non-derogatory?
What would mainstream society accept as a terminology?
Law-abiding citizen.
Snitch.
What's the accepted terminology?
I would say whistleblower, possibly.
That's in politics. That's not in our world.
That was a good.
I don't know if whistleblower is just in politics.
It's only in politics. I've never in my
true.
life heard anybody else call somebody a whistleblower.
I don't know if that's true.
Never in my entire life called somebody else a whistleblower.
I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The frustration on your face.
Because this is what happens.
Man, I don't know.
They become a bunch of silly shit that don't even be like connected.
What are you talking about?
I think your overall point is cool, but I think
Jesus Christ.
it's hard.
So nice.
It's hard for me to.
She's the nicest person ever.
Thank you. It's hard for me to let go of the idea of calling somebody something that we know is frowned upon in society, whether it's true or not, is a form of disrespect. Because the fact that you're even, and I mean calling it to him. So like, let's say I'm explaining the story to you and I'm like, oh, he ratted. No, I don't think that's disrespectful. I'm telling you that's where I agree with you. Like, yeah, I'm using the word in explaining the story. But to see a person, oh, nigga, you a rat. Like, it's really hard for me to say that is not any level or form of disrespect. It's hard for me to I get what you're saying though, but it's like, I'm disrespecting the nigga if I say, man, get a rat ass nigga.
Oh man.
But you can lean on the intent, because I guess if I say rat ass nigga, it is my intent to disrespect you. You know, all of this comes down to you trying to prove that you're not a bully. I don't think anybody said that you were a bully.
That's not what I don't even know how that came out. I never in my life thought that was the conversation.
It was. You was talking to your friend on the phone. That was the case. So I said not guilty. You was like,
this starts with Coach saying I disrespect people. And I don't. I never disrespect.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I never disrespect. I don't really talk like that.
Can I just say,
I get what the point.
Go look at whistleblower, please, so G can stop giving out this misinformation.
I mean, I know it's a political term.
It's not.
I know exactly.
Go look it up, guys.
I don't need to look up the definition. I'm aware.
Don't just make up the definition like you like to do sometimes.
That's not making up a definition.
You do that all the time.
I didn't give you the definition.
I try to tell you the definition of these words, and you be like, now you want to use the white man's definition. And then
I'm asking you, Coach, what would the definition have to do? That's what he does,
man. Every time
we are speaking different languages though.
Then one time we got into it, and I said, oh, we use the white man definition. He only uses the white man definition when it's
why would any of this have to do with
terminology?
Why would this have to do with the definition of whistleblower?
I'm just saying. I mean,
I said it's a political term, and you said you looked up the definition. I'm asking you why.
Because it just doesn't.
So tell me where in other walk of life you heard somebody use the term whistleblower?
Corporate America. Yes, we've heard it in corporate.
Yeah, definitely in corporate America. Definitely in corporate America.
Right now, I don't even understand why.
Tell me one time you heard it in corporate America.
I don't even.
What you mean? It was with the Verizon joint when the dude blew it up. It was a couple times.
Crap. These beats.
I mean, just tell me when.
It's been a couple times. It's been a couple incidents.
Yeah, man. This is
with a dude.
So okay. Let's say it's using. Let's say it's using. White America corporate. Why would that have to do with anything with us? Have you ever heard a black man call somebody else a black man a whistleblower? This is my point when I'm saying the conversations be built in disingenuous nature.
What is happening?
So you heard a black man call a black man.
I've heard during this whole Diddy shit. I've heard it being used.
Entertainment. Let's entertainment. Tell me in a time in life you heard a black man call a black man a whistleblower. So then why would you reference that as a possibility that that's how we talk to somebody?
Get off your chest. What you want to call me right now?
I'm telling you.
What you want to call me right now? Because
intellectually disingenuous.
It seems like it's festering.
That's what I just told you.
Because I don't even understand
that's how I'm telling you.
Why I gotta be disingenuous?
I asked you. The conversation started off. What would be the professional term for this?
Why I gotta be disingenuous?
What's the legal mainstream American term for this? And you said whistleblower, and I told you that's a term used in politics.
You gave out some misinformation. I just proved it was misinformation. Now
no, I didn't. You didn't give out. You didn't give misinformation. What you did was
the misinformation.
So now I'm gonna reel you. So now I'm gonna reel you back. So tell me a time in life you ever heard a black man call another black man a whistleblower. Historically.
I don't know.
You never in your life heard it. So why the fuck would you say that as a legal term? This is what pisses me off. And this is why I come across disrespectful. Because you are somehow making about something else to prove one point when we talk about an overall greater point. And this is what y'all think is entertaining.
This is not entertaining. You make it entertaining.
I just asked you, is there another term that black people call black people on a corporate level?
Just keep your glasses on.
I'm asking you on a corporate level. I'm asking you on a corporate level. I'm asking you, have you ever in your life saw a black man call a black man a whistleblower?
He answered that question already for you.
No, so why would you bring that up as a term?
I saw a black man call a black man a whistleblower when Anton Daniels told Corey Holcomb that he be sucking dick.
He called him a whistleblower from doing
that. Was a joke.
I see what you did there.
Jesus Christ, man.
I see what you did there. I like the way you did that right
there.
It
didn't land. Whole spin.
It did not like
the whole
spin
of silliness.
No, we did, Glasses, and you were the ringleader of silliness.
No, I wasn't, because I actually, we can drive on one point.
You get mad. You get mad. And then when I get mad, I'm just everybody mad at you. When I get mad, I'm coming at you. They go screaming.
I never seen you get mad.
Sure.
Because
I must have missed that one.
Oh.
What else you got, Glasses?
I am not going to.
That's making me so mad.
What else you got, Glasses?
I get his point.
He's trying to make me mad now, but I
get his point. His point is, I don't know if I agree with his point.
You don't.
But I understand the structure of what he's saying. He's saying, yes, fat is automatically disrespectful because it's made to be derogatory.
I don't think
made to be feels like a stretch, but I get what he's saying. Fat is an insult in itself.
Now it is.
But he's saying rat and snitch is not an insult in itself because it's not made to be derogatory. It's made to explain a certain action and is needed in order to identify that thing. So you can't put it in the same bin as fat and rat. For instance, with fat, there's a more,
I'm gonna go get that.
It's a more well-rounded way you could have said it. You could have said overweight, you could have said obese or whatever, you could have said the right word. And he's saying, well, what is the right word for snitch? And so that's why he like, you saying whistleblower is you like not sticking with the analogy, or you're not following it because no nigga is gonna be like, oh, that nigga's a whistleblower. I get what he's saying, but he did ask for the American mainstream thing, which would be whistleblower. So I feel like y'all are so close to understanding each other, but it's just like
we always are super close to understanding each other. But
went by
some reason, Glasses take the taxi, I'll take the Uber.
No, we don't.
No,
hello.
I'm saying, yes, we do.
You purposely make it.
I'm not purposely. See, then he want to make it seem like that. This is why people call me Coach Chaos, because he wants to jump.
I think that's the assumption a little bit.
I don't do this all the time.
This is the consistent thing.
This is not consistent.
Listen,
are you assuming his intent?
I know his intent.
He does. This is not my intent. Okay, so look, for sure, Glasses. Sometimes the problem is you are dark baiter. Like you try to take people into these.
Not baiting.
He does. He try to bait you into these.
Dark
shit. Right now, Trap. He want me to argue with him so bad. He
now
do not want you to argue.
Look, Glasses. Now he's assuming your intent.
You do that little evil ass laugh and shit.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't want it to
that
be a
little evil
debate.
smile and shit.
Because
Like,
I really thought we were having a conversation that we all could agree on, being that we have experience in the streets, but somehow we end up with a bunch of shit. So this could not be my intent.
I think we agree very far. The only small point of contention is the disrespect. Okay. And it's a small, it's a very small point of contention, Glasses. So I also don't think you should be so pessimistic. Like we just didn't all kind of agree very far through the situation. It's a very small hiccup of disagreement. You don't think you're being a little pessimistic about the small amount of disagreement?
That might be his middle name.
Listen, check this out, right? So it starts off with a simple thing, right? It starts off with all of us know, based off of how we grew up, that Corey should have punched that man.
Definitely.
Somehow it goes into why we think he should have punched him. That's the first thing. And Trap starts that. This is how the conversations go. Let's talk about how the conversations go, right? Because even at this point, like I'm an optimist for sure, but so we're gonna go there. But it starts with Trap, right? Where the first thing, right? Where we talking about, hey, you know what? This man just told this man, he referenced him as a penis sucker. He said, you sucking penis. And then the man gets in his face and said, you sucking it right now.
Right? Caught it that time.
I got it.
Right, so that's Trap. So the first thing it starts.
Why is it Trap, bro? What the...
I'm just saying how this is how the conversations go off.
Trap, the bus coming out. The bus coming out.
No, this is how the conversations go
on the bus.
As far as where we get loose, and then it just go into madness, right?
Get loose.
It starts with Trap, right? Here's the first thing. Instead of you realizing that this man said to him, "Hey, you know what? Suck my penis a fight." You said, "Well, he just said to him again." Why would you even say that? If a man tells you the first time to suck his penis, we all understand culturally knowing that that's a fight. But somehow we have to make content. So we end up spinning into a bunch of extra silliness about it. Well, he didn't say it to him the second time. He actually said it to him 5 times. Right? Cool. Got it. Right. All right. That's how the first thing we go off. Then we keep talking further. Right. Here we are into the next point. Here's the next point. The next point is we're going off about how the streets work and And it's like disrespect. And then it starts being like, well, maybe he deserves it because he felt disrespected. And I explained to y'all, ass kisser is an American disrespectful term if that's a disrespect, right? Sure, but that's a mainstream disrespectful term. That's how people talk to each other in the mainstream. And I'm not saying it don't lead to fights. So to match the level, to tell somebody they're sucking a penis because Anton is black, he already knows what that means. That's way past. Ass kisser is a million times people that said that, and then they could talk. And then some people fight. But part 2, when somebody references the Frank stand, right, then usually we all know that's a fight. It's very rarely that's not a fight. You're a punk if that's not a fight. So we get that off, and we all know it's a fight. But somehow it starts being a bunch of other stuff. So here we are back into this idea of disrespect, right? And then we have this conversation again. Disrespect, disrespect, disrespect. And it's like, okay, Glasses, you disrespect this person. I'm like, I've never I don't talk like that. I go out of my way to not allow my emotions to ever get the best of me to disrespect people. I make it my duty to not disrespect somebody. I would rather just hit them in the face and start the fight. So this is a consistent theme. And then so now it goes into Glasses you are. So then I ask y'all, each of you, hey, tell me a time I've ever disrespected you. Cole start talking about you can't say hello to him without
this right now, dude.
I'm just because I'm telling you how these things happen for the sake of content and entertainment. Right? What? That's what you guys provide.
He's showing the magic trick for some reason.
Yeah, I'm showing the magic trick.
He's mad. He's mad.
I'm not mad at all.
This nigga's
I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying the fact that right, this is what's happening, so we can make sure we stay on the pace. Right. So then it comes into a simple conversation, right? Well, we all know that snitching and ratting, right? That's the definition of those terms because the streets created the definitions. It ain't like snitch means anything special. Right? It's not like a special term. Rat means you were speaking when you should have been quiet. That's the definition. Right? So there is no proper definition. Right? So then we spend 20, 30 minutes arguing that. Right? Which we all know. I did prove to y'all ample times that there is no legal term for this. There's no mainstream accepted term. Right? When you was a kid, they used to call you a tattletale. When you became an adult, there's never been a term. We don't talk like that. So then we end up in a bunch of semantics, conversations, and now we 2 hours in without reading one super chat, right? And here we are. That's how it happens every time. Every time.
We do need to read these super.
Would you mind if I?
All right. So after that recap, where was we supposed to be at? What's next on the docket?
It can't be nothing next on the docket.
Super chat's got to be next on the docket. It's 2 p.m.
So we just spent a bunch of time not building and just kind of building on like just making clay bricks. Okay, so what's the finished build look like?
The finished build looks like
that's a consistent theme of the stream. What's the finished building look like?
There is no, in street culture, there is no excuse of professionalism or location when it comes to the threat of violence when being disrespected, especially between two grown-ass men.
That was great. That was great.
That is a singular theme that has gone through this whole episode that everybody has agreed on.
Is it?
Great,
yes. Who disagreed?
Of what? I mean, I don't think this has nothing to do with street culture. I think this is rooted in masculinity.
It is apps. Well,
if you tell a white man in America to suck your penis, he's going to fight you.
They wouldn't care. No, they won't. No, they won't.
Nah. Okay. There are
That's
other
their language.
There are other cultures and worlds where they don't carry their masculinity in that way.
Eat up, pecker.
That was fucking crazy. I never heard that one.
Insane. Like, where did that come from?
Eat up, pecker.
Eat up is wild disrespect.
Shout out to Breezy. Thank you for the $2. Y'all something else, man. Shout out to Tweezo Buckley. Thank you for the $2. As a true Detroiter, Anton ain't one of us. Anton said, man, I'll be Messing with the community. Derek Franks is crazy. Thank you for the $2. To be honest, it's really only 2 strikes with real men, not 3. Facts.
Yeah.
You see, that's street. It's only 2 strikes with the streets. Real men for sure is 3 strikes. Shout out to C. Bryant. Thank you for the $10. Those 2 are not on the same level. We're going to run 30 if you say SMD. It shows you think I'm less than a bitch. Less than a B, rather. Yeah.
I feel like that's wrong when people say less than a B.
Shout out to 65 Shutdown. Thank you for the $5. New York ninjas say SMD like it's second nature. Red rose, white ceiling. I just told Trap that.
There you go.
Shout out to Dave. Thank you for the $5. I watched some of Anton's daily live streams. He also does his own panels. His audience is overwhelmingly black. I think in his live streams it looked like that, but a lot of his followers. So there's a movement of black people that really feels like they are superior to poor people. There's a real serious movement. I see it all the time. It's kind of annoying, but you know.
I think it's weird when 70% of your the shit you talk about is about women, critiquing women. 70% of it is about critiquing women. It is crazy, bro. Like he hates white liberal women, and I think I don't know if he much necessarily
like what's old boy who passed away? It's kind of like his bag, like his niche.
Nah. I feel like that.
I'm talking about
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, he a little different from Kevin Samuels, but
I don't really watch enough, but I have seen a few of them.
I've never seen him before.
I've seen him a few times, but I never really got into him. It just.
Why are you critiquing women's problems so much?
Because he's creating a product to serve to a group of people who enjoy being poisoned by that. It's the new drug dealing to make all of this. People have, I think they call a confirmation bias. If you a dude and you feel like women are not acting the way you want them to act, you feel a way in your mind. So having this unlimited amount of content where people are telling you, yeah, you're right, these bitches ain't shit. It's a drug for them. So he's cooking up the coke for all of the niggas who want to snort the idea of it ain't me, it's them.
I mean, the blackout bundle got a little.
Shout out to K-Way for real. Thank you for the $2. Don't use the cups at Trap House. G. Doo-doo muncher. They did say you ass. You did say that.
What I say?
You
I didn't say nothing about eating ass. What the hell are y'all talking about?
You kiss ass.
I said I will kiss a nice female's ass. No, I ain't say nothing about eating ass, yo.
Don't put that on Trap. He did not.
I did not say that.
He kissed the outside of the butt.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I thought you said that.
I did not say that, bro.
Here we go. I've never been inside no.
No, I thought you said.
Don't be so tough, y'all miss all the erogenous.
He didn't say that. He said he kissed ass.
I said a nice. Mel, what did I say?
You said you met a nice young lady and kissed her on the ass. That is not the same thing as using your tongue or your lips on her actual asshole, which is what eating ass.
They're making shit up now.
Thank you for the $5.
This guy's going right with it.
My life been exchanged for yours. FBA. F. Anton Daniels. Tether. FBA talk. Shout out to 65 Shutdown. Thank you for the $5. Trap, y'all say SMD, but don't say pause. But pause everything else. And y'all invented Zesty Sturdy. You got a good point.
God, Trap, that is a great point. I didn't want to say that, Trap, because I didn't want you to leave again. I don't want you to click. With them Zesty Sturdies out there.
Y'all do not pause SMD.
SMD, Zesty Sturdies. Y'all might need to pause the whole lingo.
Shout out to Takeover Felix. Thank you Thank you for the $2. They will stop once they start getting whooped. I agree. Shout out to C. Brian. Thank you for the $5. Corey's supposed to be getting sued right now for whooping for whooping, bro. F that walk away shit. Exactly, C. I don't know what everybody talking about. Shout out to C. Brian. Thank you for the $10. There was way too much talking after he said it. It should have been all hands and feet. And I watched the whole thing to the end, and I'm like, Corey was so offended by it. But he was trying to talk through it. And I'm like, bro, he said it with intentions for you to be disrespected at that level. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get kind of what the conversation is about now. He meant it. Even when you got in his face, he kept saying, I don't suck dick. He like, you sucking it right now. So even by the time the end of by the end of that dialogue, and it's like, well, I'm gonna respect you on your platform. He done already disrespected you 100 times.
So what if my man would have said, Anton would have said SMD, you SMD, and Corey would have just been like, hey, bro, can you not say that? And and he never said it again, would that have been fine?
No.
Yeah, hard no was crazy.
Yeah.
I got a question. Do you think that people like Corey are trying to like get away from street culture?
I don't know what this got to do with street.
Well, I thought you were saying anybody in street culture knows that a situation like that means it's time to get your ass whooped. What
I'm telling you, if somebody intentionally keeps disrespecting you, then it's time for you to stand up for yourself.
Oh, you think that's true for all people?
I would like to believe so.
Hell no. There's a lot of people who do not feel like that is the way to handle shit. That's not how they was raised. That's not their culture.
I don't know in which world is okay to keep disrespecting somebody. I guess that's the normal mainstream thing.
It might actually be normal mainstream, but there are a lot of people who their ideology is, oh, let's go. Women and men, let's get out of here. It's getting crazy around here. Like,
yes, but I don't think that's because they're being talked to that way. I mean, if the thesis of this country is like, if you doing things and they're willing to bomb you, and America, the country, supports it, how could that be true?
If you doing things and
like if you do things America don't like right? Like let's say
sure.
like right now what happened with
like own some resources that they would like to get for a cheap amount of money and you don't want to give them up?
Sure. Even if that's part of the other reason.
Take it.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They taking it. They don't have shit to do with him being a dictator.
I'm saying I don't know if it's about dictator. I'm saying regardless of the politics.
Okay, they doing
that show
things
you that mainstream America get down the exact same way.
Get straight down to it. Which is weird because they send in mixed messages, because if anybody who dealing with children, they got a zero tolerance. You can't even push somebody back if they hit you anymore. You're going straight, you're getting expelled and you're getting kicked out of school. But then, if we want something from you as a country, we're just gonna go take it. So it is weird out here right now.
Yeah, I do think America tends to act like they so anti-gangster or whatever. But a lot of that.
Do they really act like they anti-gangster?
No, I think in certain worlds, like
black people.
Yes, I was gonna say street because it ain't just black people. It's also cartels. It's also the Italian mob.
I don't think they're anti-Italian mob or anti-Irish mob or any of that.
They present those people like, including us, as if we are criminal and deplorable. But in a lot of ways, it's a mimic of United States history and global policies. But it's like when it's on this group of people,
I don't even know if it's street though, L.
What would you say it was? What do you think is a more accurate
racism? It's black. Because they got mob museums in Vegas.
The mob built them, right?
Yeah, but it's a mob museum in Vegas. They celebrate white street life.
Do they celebrate? Yeah, I do think mob movies get a different level of respect.
Yeah, for sure.
Then like when they see the mob, they be like, "Oh, he the mob." But then when you see like fucking what's a gang movie? Nobody be like Colors. Nobody be like, "Oh yeah, they did the right thing." People be like, "Look at these niggas." So,
I do think there's a camaraderie of street, but I don't think that's from the government's perspective. I think a lot of this rhetoric is just anti-black rhetoric disguised as a million other things. It's just they don't like black people. Black people could do the same thing, and it's a problem. It's a different level of problem. The way it's praised, the way it's saw is completely different.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But that's the point I was agreeing, I guess, with your point. Like when America go do some gangster shit, because that was some gangster shit. They want their oil. They basically stealing bricks is what they doing. They want their oil. Yeah. They had a plan to get some oil. A nigga took over and he was like, now I don't know if we're giving the American companies the same shit y'all was getting before, and they went and kidnapped the motherfucking president and was like, oh, now we're handing out the oil. Like if that wasn't an episode of Power, I don't know what was.
The wildest one was when I seen somebody break it down to the point of
UTA.
Facts.
To the point of they he did it, and then he had to find a reason other than that he was going in there for the oil. So he had to find another reason, and the other reason was it's a lot of drugs being shipped in from that country right there. So then, so he used that as the reason though. But then somebody else broke it down. They was just like, yo, the war games they're playing right now are just so crazy because you got the U.S. doing it to them. You got Russia doing it to Ukraine, and then you got China doing
Taiwan.
Doing it to Taiwan. So it's like the three biggest countries is doing it to the small countries like that, but they're doing it within a way of they're playing the war games the right way because you're not supposed to be doing that shit, but they're finding reasons to use to do it though like that. It's just crazy. It's some wild shit though.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't really know enough about politics, but again, I just feel like even in this conversation, like when we just started, like white people live different, and I'm like, they don't. They do the same shit at every level. Like if you disrespect a white man 3 or 4 times, feel me? White people, I don't know what this kind of idea that you just could disrespect white people, and I'm giving you the example of why they don't. Like you just can't just disrespect white people like that. Like a man is gonna be a man. It don't matter in which walk of life. It's only so many times you're gonna disrespect a man, but somehow it's placed on the streets. But that's just another way to be anti-black. That's another way to kind of perpetuate racism in this kind of regular stereotype that is just this or that. But every time we talking about it, they're gonna do the exact same thing. If you go walk up in front of a white man and keep calling him a bitch in front of his lady, you're gonna probably be in a fight. Now, I'm not saying that like it's not a level of speediness that happens with us because we protect our only source of power, which is our reputation, our pride, and our ego. That's everything for us. But when you got money, it may take you a couple more times. But that man did way more than enough to been punched in the face. He did more than enough. And his intentions were you to punch him in the face. He wanted you to punch him in the face. So Corey let him down by not punching him in the face. And I think that was my conversation. Even in regards to the street, the streets are letting everybody down by not punching people in the face. Every time this kind of modern rhetoric of black people, especially black people right now, where it's like, oh, you know, like you worried about the law. That's your basis of existing is what the law say. Like, imagine how ridiculous that is. Imagine if somebody was telling Martin Luther King to mind the law or Malcolm X or everybody to mind the law. Like, imagine somebody was telling slaves to mind the law or telling Harriet Tubman to mind the law. Like, again, everything is that to that importance. It's that paramount. Like the law is no, 9 times out of 10 are enemy, period. So again, it's not the law doesn't set the standard. It just don't make no sense that this is kind of the conversation. It ain't about lawsuits. It ain't about none of that. That man intended to demean him in front of his public. He intended to demean him in front of his public. He was saying, hey, I know who you are. I feel like you bully people, so I'm going to walk in here and bully you. And he did himself a disservice, and he did anybody that's a following of him a disservice unless it's a coward.
When you say he, you mean Corey. Corey did himself a disservice.
I agree with that 100%.
Straight up disservice, bro. Punch that man, bro. He needed it. He deserved it. He asked you for it. Reward him with what he's asking for. Whether or not you win the fight is unimportant. Shout out to 65 Shutdown. Thank you for the $5. Gee, he did stand on business. He thought about the price of monitors and cameras. Good business, but Corey is sweet, poly, purebred. I mean, he was doing business. I don't know if he's standing on business. I get the gentrification of the term, but I think he did good business, but I don't think he stood on business at all.
Crap, you mad? Taking your phrase from you? He gave you the sweet poly.
What phrase took from me?
Yeah, the sweet poly, whatever.
Shout out to Molly Crew. Thank you for the $5. Shout out to Molly Crew. Thank you for the $5. You have to teach people how to treat you. When you invite the Franks, you're getting the hands, point blank. That part.
That sounded crazy.
Franks and hands was crazy.
Franks and hands. Franks go right to head.
Hitting them with the salt shaker.
Franks and
Shout out to Miss Hummus. Thank you for the $5.
Franks and hands.
Gee, I cannot express how much I appreciate you in this space. Explaining to these lame ninjas what it's like to be a fucking man. These ninjas, soft batch Mac. Soft batch. Oof.
Soft batch
Mac. Wow, Craig. I'm gonna say that.
Shout out to K-Way for real. Thank you for the $5. G, you went off on the entire lunch table, screamed on Trap, King, and Coach, then said you should unalive yourself, and King ain't been back since. 1,000,000 times. I just did it right now, too. But I think of the equivalent of me screaming at this screen in frustration of driving home 1 point and them just staring crazy for the sake of it. That's frustration. That's not me screaming at them. I'm actually screaming at the camera. Coach didn't piss me off a million times. I ain't never screamed at Coach.
He is lying. Stop lying, dude. Stop lying.
Never.
We have screamed that we've had
No, we had matches where we turning away and doing a million things. I never looked at you, screamed at you. This Coach, camera. God damn it. No, I'm screaming at the camera and you screaming at the camera.
3-4 times a week in each other's faces.
Sure, Coach, but we're not screaming at each other.
Ain't no camera there.
Most of the time, if we face
each other right there.
Coach, if we face to face, you're teaching.
Well, this nigga is just talking crazy.
He said it ain't.
Can we get back to the part where you missed the ad in Jordan? How did that go?
How we became friends.
I didn't hear what you said. Shout out to K-Way for real. Thank you for the $5. Lunch table. Remember, G got mad at King one day because he was sitting in G's seat and berated him for 6 minutes and 49 seconds, and they started the show late.
Hey, you can't do this to OG lunch table members, man.
So I'm gonna tell you. So I'm gonna tell you why that's not true. The truth is, I didn't say anything.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, he threw a tantrum.
I didn't do anything.
Folded his arms and got upset over in the corner.
I said, this is my problem with King. King beats me here every time. So if you know we have to do a stream and you know it, why are things not set up?
Oh my God.
Like this is what you agreed. I didn't say anything to King when I was sitting back there. I let Coach and King run the show.
And I got thrown into the shit. I didn't do nothing.
I'm just saying.
I didn't do shit. I just walked up in
here. Did y'all do good?
No,
they didn't even want to talk.
But because, dude, no. I'm not prepared. Like, prepare me. Let me know what I'm doing first.
We do this all the time.
No, nigga, you do, and you do your job. I do my job.
Except, guess what happened when it was time to do my job?
Coach King didn't have his shit set up for you,
and King was doing my job.
That out with King off air. Don't fucking put me in.
I didn't put you in it.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything.
Y'all do it. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
I said y'all got it.
Yeah, who's y'all? Y'all didn't do shit.
I'm saying King is me.
I came in here ready to crack my jokes and shit and let you go ahead and
crack your
class.
So crack your jokes.
And after you, I got crack on you.
I'm glad you just told the truth. I'm glad you just told the truth. Y'all heard it.
That's a joke.
Y'all heard
people don't understand that.
That's heard the man.
That's a joke.
Y'all heard the man. So what I'm saying is, y'all know the truth.
Ears light up when you said it. He like got his ass.
That's a joke.
Y'all heard the truth.
I believe the lunch table is intelligent enough to know that
he is not joking.
I'm joking. I believe in your lunch table. Now, G, on the other hand.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. G, you called that Canadian woman Cane's chicken and potato salad with raisins.
Yes, he did. He for sure did.
Yeah, but that's not an insult.
He did.
Hey, Trap. Hey, what's that other word he called him? He called him some tasteless food. What that shit called?
I called him Hickama.
How was that an insult?
Hickama is
called Drake Hickama.
But how is that an insult?
That he takes on the taste of others.
That's what Hickama does.
Mm-hmm. G think because he's articulate, he could just say whatever the fuck he wants to.
Not because I'm articulate.
Because he don't use no cuss words to call you a bitch.
Bruh, if I'm describing your actions, if Drake takes on whichever flavor you dye him with, how is that an insult?
Hey, you know what the crazy thing is, Trap? It'd be worse. It'd be worse than calling him a bitch. Calling him a Hickama is worse than calling him a bitch. That was so funny.
How? So y'all telling me when y'all notice when Drake gets on a song with an artist, he doesn't start to identify and talk like them?
He does.
So how is it an insult if I reference his behavior with actually a vegetable or a fruit? I don't get that. Like in my mind, I go through all this stuff to kind of be reasonable and make sense and not just sound crazy. And then I come up with this very good like analogy to compare. And then that analogy is being reduced down to something as simple as an insult.
And that's your frustration.
My frustration is that every time because it's easy for me just to call him 100 bitches.
It's not easy for you.
It would be really
it's beneath you to you.
No,
like, you think you look at that as beneath. No,
it's not. It's not.
That's the only reason why you don't use bitch.
No, it's not beneath me, Coach. I don't believe in calling people bitches. If I would rather fight you and then show you a bitch.
Call you a bitch.
No, you don't want to call you bitch because it's only one word. He wants to explain it in 17 words.
I've never referenced him as a bitch.
When other people use bitch, he's like, oh Lord, he's stupid. Low intellect.
I have never in my life said that.
Low brow individual.
No, I don't say that.
Call him Hickama.
I don't know. I'm referencing how he does records as how Hickama takes on flavor. That's the see.
So you think Drake heard that and was like, "Ah, man, I am Hickama."
I mean, now you're asking me how does he feel about me assessing what he does as a creative?
Could you see how he would think that was disrespectful?
No.
Okay.
I don't think me telling Drake he's not hip hop, he's a pop artist, he would think it's disrespectful.
I think for sure, because he said himself he was a pop artist. I think he's just like, all right.
Yeah, but there was a
he didn't call himself Hickama. He don't wear shirts to say I'm Hickama.
No, but there was a time when y'all didn't acknowledge that he said that, and y'all thought that was an insult.
No, but he said he's a pop star.
No, now you know he said that. So I'm saying initially when I first started saying this, the table, y'all, everybody argue me down as if I'm insulting him. Well, every day I get on my Twitter and there's 1,000 owls feeling like I'm disrespecting him because I'm saying some shit that he knows is true.
So you think in a interview coming up, he's gonna say he's Hickama? That you know that's never gonna happen.
No, he's not going to
reference pop star. You knew he was a pop star. You knew he thought he was a pop star before you even said this shit.
No, it's not a pop star because Snoop Dogg is a pop star, right? I knew he was a pop artist.
Okay, pop artist.
Right? A pop star is different. Nelly's a pop star.
But so you knew he was a pop artist before.
No, I'm saying I knew that as a creative, he's like Hickama. His styling is that way. He takes on whatever flavor, like right, if he does Nice for What, he takes on a New Orleans flavor. That's what the record does. He's going to start using lingo from New Orleans. He's going to take on that whole flavor. He's going to use Frida in the background, Big Frida. He's going to do 1,000 things to convey the flavor of New Orleans to the best of his ability. I didn't never think that was disrespectful. I swear on Olivia, I never in my life thought that was a disrespectful thing to say.
So you thought Hickama was just fine.
If that's what Hickama does, right? When you get a fruit plate in LA, Hickama has no flavor, right? But if you use tahini, if you use lime, if the watermelon juice get on it, if the mango flavor get on it, it takes on that flavor.
Right.
I didn't even think that was I don't get how that's disrespectful.
He's foo-foo. Okay, I got you.
Sure. I guess I never tasted it.
Do that.
No, I think it's brilliant. I think I loved it. When he said it, I was like, when I went home and I thought about it, like, man, that was really brilliant, G. That was
I didn't think it was, so I don't know how
great insult.
I don't know how he could see that.
No, I'm saying to be Hickama, everybody can't do that.
Oh,
so
okay.
In a way, it's like
Drake I get it.
You might not even take it as a disrespect because everybody can't do that shit.
I'm saying,
hell, come on now, stop.
Try it.
You think Drake was like,
try to be like, let me do no.
Okay.
But try to sound like you from Detroit, from Houston, from Miami.
But the thing is this though. The thing is this though. When has when has having that as a talent be like something that's looked upon as being like a great thing that I'm saying to
never.
Somebody. Yeah, so that's what makes it so
never.
Okay, so
but maybe it's a new talent.
Again, we're routing from hip hop. Hip hop means you're stained in culture already. You're like a stained table, right? You're already stained culturally. And when you're not stained that way in hip hop, we don't consider you much of anything, right? We like, okay, cool. So it's only good if we're comparing him to hip hop artists, right? Now in a pop space, that's standard, right? Michael Jackson could do a rock song like he could do a R&B ballad, like he could do a country song, like he could do a blues song.
Yeah.
Madonna, different people that are really tremendous pop artists. You know what I mean? They can do that, right? Because they're not stained in anything.
That's a great point.
Right. So again, I'm not saying he's not a talent as a record creative in his ability to identify and whatever it is he's trying to do. But again, it's only
but it's
fantastic
not that unique when you compare it to other pop artists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's unique in hip hop is because it's kind of antithetical to what hip hop is in the first place.
We either mango, watermelon, feel me, lime, cantaloupe. We already flavored and stained. But imagine you taste a cantaloupe that tastes like a honeydew melon. You wouldn't like it. You would think something is wrong. It's messed up. It wouldn't get credence. Feel me? It wouldn't be respected if you taste a cantaloupe that tastes like a honeydew. That's not cool. You know what I mean? Or if you taste an orange that tastes like a watermelon, something is wrong with the fruit. You get what I'm saying? So it's only like superior comparing to hip hop.
All right, she's starving. Super chat time, man.
Okay.
No, you ain't got to end it because I just didn't know if y'all heard my stomach growling.
Shout out to C. Bryant. Exactly. I don't know about the talk too much, but you did it on purpose. Thank you for the $5. In the civilian world, you are a tattletale. I don't even know what they call people.
Oh, tattletale's a good one.
I thought that was something you said as a kid.
Yeah.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $10. Nothing wrong with disrespecting folks that warrant disrespect. Ack is a beaver with big old titties. Aubrey is a tender Caucasian woman. And Cole pump fake more than DeRozan and went out his way for nappy hair.
Beaver with big old titties is crazy.
Take your shot.
2626. I will be seated.
I will be too. Now G's not gonna
see his little snippet.
Because hey, does G get a sub trap?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
How the hell would he sub me?
Definitely.
Shout out to Joseph. Thank you for the 4 euros. Glasses. Don't use an extra peel instead of a knife. Chill.
Don't use an extra pill instead of a knife. Chill. Was that a ball?
I didn't understand it. What does the extra peel mean?
Shout out to K-Way. I don't get it. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $10. I think it was a double. I'm not a good liar. I don't do crimes around me. Don't get in my car with warrants. Don't cheat on your girl around me. Not a snitch, just slow at times. But if you're not committing a crime, you wouldn't be a snitch. It wouldn't have nothing to do with you.
How cheating on your girl a crime though? Like,
shout out to Trey. Shout out to Hammy.
Yeah. Come on, K-Way, man. You gotta chill.
Drake lawsuit said Doc got his house shot up. That is true. He said Drake lawsuit said Doc got his house shot up.
They did say that. Like the first 10 pages.
First paragraph.
It was like the first. Yeah, right. It was early. It was early in the whole shit too.
First paragraph.
That was criminal.
Yeah. Let you shoot up his house.
All that stuff. Everything in that lawsuit was criminal. All that lawsuit. Everything in that lawsuit says that these companies committed crimes in furtherance of this record. Like that's the point. And all the crimes he's alleging, they did for him. So again, that's why if somebody referenced him as a snitch or a rat, I would understand it. I don't think it's a laughing matter or like an insult. I think that's what that would be by definition. I don't know if it's bad or good. It's just you did some unsavory shit and niggas is labeling it. I mean, that's with the only way we know how. I don't know if you would. Maybe your coach right. Drake's a whistleblower.
Is Puff a snitch for suing Diageo?
These callbacks.
No.
I don't know if he accused them of a crime at all to not be accountable. Drake was like, he wanted to shift the narrative to the general public. I lost this battle because the companies did their jobs. And then he said, okay, here's the crimes that they do while doing their job. Shout out to Dave. Thank you for the $20. Crimes only exist in criminal cases, not civil, or else it would be held in criminal court. Civil suits got nothing to do with crimes, just infraction. Folks get criminally charged for crimes, not sued. So let me tell you the problem with that. When Puff's situation happened, that triggered the federal government to look into Puff because of that civil suit and she alleged crimes. That's how civil suits have been working for the last few, decade plus or something. So no, it's not simple like that. If you allege somebody committed a crime in a civil suit, not somebody wronged you, but they're committing crimes. So when you look at the civil suit Cassie had against Puff, there were crimes alleged. The federal government start looking into those crimes. That's how they start interviewing everybody. That's how they built their criminal case on Puff. So no, that's why civil suits can result in crimes and can be snitching if you're telling other people about crimes. Not to mention she was a part of most of the crimes. That's why she know.
She was G Money.
Yeah. That's why I know that Puff. I know Puff sits back some nights and just kicks himself like, yo, bro, I should have just gave her that 30 mil, B. Should just gave her that 30 mil.
But he let Discovery flop first.
Later on, though. But she came on first, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. A civil suit for sure could be telling.
Yeah.
And that in that case, yes. Like right now, the stuff that Drake is going through is a civil suit that's alleging crimes. So now you can rest assured. You can rest assured if there's a DA that's interested in building their name, they can go look into it, and if they can verify crimes, he'll be getting charged.
Yeah, that steak one right now they're going through right now. That shit might turn out to be some shit.
I read something about.
That's why civil suits can be telling. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $10. We got to get back to fat shaming and calling people ugly again.
I agree.
I blamed all this on Flavor Flav in this show.
To think that.
Primetime daughter would have never let Jacquees shoot up her club had we shamed ugly folks. Shaking my head. That's definitely Kendrick.
Tell you that's Dot, man. Tell you that's Dot. I've been telling you that. Yo, Dot. Pull up.
Shout out to Miss Hummus. Thank you for the $10.
Hummus.
This is why we need G in this space. Too many excuses and explanations. Not enough accountability on being a sucker MC. All the whataboutisms.
This is the bar she uses.
This
Sucker
panel
MC.
straight tripping tonight. I tell them. Think I'm
Sucker
tripping.
MC.
Like, tripping.
You see a pack of sucker MC.
Shout out to Dave. Thank you for the $5. Should Anton have fired off on Corey initially for saying he was kissing a white man's ass? I mean, listen, to me, Anton is not, he doesn't carry himself in that. He doesn't bask himself in that type of masculinity. Like his thing is really kind of, like Coach said, picking on women to some degree. Corey is the man's man. That's how he carries himself, especially as a brother from the Chi. Like he carries himself as a man's man.
I think there's nothing wrong with heated debates, but I feel like most men know there are shit that can trigger. If SMD, you say SMD, that's, you know you ready to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Talk over, debate done.
So yeah, I know Anton. To me, Anton really wasn't disrespected during the conversation. To be honest, I think Corey did a great job of just kind of putting him in the corner of his questions and saying so forth and so on. And when Anton didn't want to answer the question, he resorted to insulting him. And then Corey let it get so far that by the very end, that's when it felt like an insult from him. Like, man, you not listening, you just kissing the white man's ass. And dude was like, gotcha. And then he just escalated right into a place of like, you sucking dick. Hold on, bro. And then Corey thought about it like, wait a minute, this motherfucker just say, I'm sucking dick.
I really do wish Corey could have got him to say one disparaging thing about a white man.
He
was really not doing. He was like, fuck that. I'd rather fight you, bro.
Exactly. I'd rather fight another black man. I'd rather fight another black man before I say one bad thing about the white man.
Before I talk about this white man.
He said, before I say one bad thing about the white man.
I think let's take it out to the back. I'm not saying nothing about no.
We can go out to the back. The back.
Fuck this.
Right now. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. We're looking at this wrong. What if Anton was flirting with Corey and seeing how far he could go? Corey getting his face may have turned him on.
He might not be wrong.
Fuck, man.
K-Way is so funny.
No, K-Way might be on something there. I thought that too when I was watching. I was like, Anton don't seem like he.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Pause.
I'm coming back to this. Pause.
Anton do give me the vibe. Anton
shout out to Shorty B. Thank you for the $5. He said you sucking black people's penis. He did say that. He said it twice. Trap talk about someone. Well, after that, he said it again. After he said it the first 6 times,
he did say you sucking black people. So why you have to specify?
He said, nigga, I don't suck no dick. He said, you sucking it right now. I said, right in his face, bro.
He did say that.
Hold up, bro. Let me. I know we finna get out of here.
Corey's face when he said you.
Don't play that back, man. Don't play that back.
No, we didn't play that back.
He was like, what?
No.
Yeah, we didn't play that back
right now.
Yeah, you was like that back.
Am I?
We didn't play that right now.
Like, look.
No.
Exactly.
No, we didn't play that back right now.
No.
Yeah, play that back right now. Look at this shit.
No, man. Come on, get to the super chest.
We almost done. I need to see this again, bro, so I'm not tripping.
I feel like you didn't show enough of the video in the first place.
No, we showed too much of the video.
I don't know, man. That shit was funny.
That shit is not cool. I know. Hold on. Share screen. Right here.
Hell, about to start to death.
Yes, I got you, yo.
Hungry? Are you hungry, yo?
Yeah.
Capacity to be able to listen.
No.
You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What
ain't never
Caucasian male do to America?
I would expect you to knock my goddamn teeth out.
Into that.
You dancing around it, and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian male's ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit.
Bro.
What you do?
Look at Corey
what you do.
Let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick.
You doing it right now.
Believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
I
don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it, homie. I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none.
Well, I tell you what. Watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking.
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit. Oh, you go. Hey, homie, I tell you what.
Right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I come out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not busting up on me.
We good. I did already. I don't do dick sucking shit.
Put the microphone right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do no
doing
dick
this shit for
sucking
the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want to
I'll show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me, because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me.
See, that was the most Detroit thing he said, how you pronounce ride. That's how them niggas, that's how Michigan niggas really say ride. I let that shit ride, nigga, but I don't fuck. Bruh, it ain't no way, bruh. Y'all gonna convince me that man ain't supposed to punch him, and y'all feel like it was some level of that was cool.
Yeah, he said.
That's not. I don't want you to say that while I'm here.
Let that ride.
I don't want him to say y'all feel like on some level that was cool.
You do that shit all the time, yo.
Because I feel like you're talking about me. So now I'm not saying on any level that it was cool.
Y'all let that shit ride.
Going through the details of the conversation is required in order to really tease out everything you saying. So that don't mean, definitely not me. Y'all gonna have to, I guess, take up for yourselves. Yeah,
shout out to Lil A. Thank you for the $2. Prayers going out to Corrupt. I talked to Corrupt. Corrupt is good.
What's up with Corrupt? What's up with that?
Corrupt is good, bro. He felt like everybody overreacted, but he's straight. I talked to him. So
that was Daz putting that out there, though, right?
Yeah, Daz. I think Daz was the first one that had everybody scared. Yeah. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Kevin Samuels died having relations with a young girl. He came and went at the same time. Rest in peace. Oh, Kevin Samuels.
Taking them gas.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Trap, you be surprised by how many folks raw dog toilet seats. Don't kiss them cheeks no more. I want the best for you, King.
It is a lot of raw dog toilet seats going on out there.
Shout out to 65 Shutdown. Thank you for the $2. Hey, Coach, Trap is definitely sweet poly purebred.
Okay.
What the hell does that mean?
My bad, Trap. My bad. That's me. I got that for you. My fault.
Shout out to Django. Thank you for the $5.
Y'all never heard of the company?
I don't
Sweet
know,
Poly?
G. Nah. Corey and Anton going back and forth is like herpes and syphilis having a meeting at Kim Jeans. Damn. K-Way is crazy.
K-Way on. He's on fire.
Shout out to Mika Red. Thank you for the $20. Great show. Teach him, G. Tides. I'm trying. They already know. The fucked up part is they acting like they don't know for the sake of entertainment. Everybody know what the hell I'm talking about. Sometimes I think they be disagreeing with this much, but they be like, you know what? Fuck that. Let me just fuck with G. Ruin his day. Shout out to Larry Legend. Thank you for the $10. Anton Daniels is the Black Manosphere version of Charlie Kirk that sell us down the river. Someone needs to check him, and Corey should have been the first. Ain't no check. He's supposed to have been in the fight at least.
Yeah.
In that situation. I don't know about, I mean, to me, it's like if you enjoy the content from those people and that's entertaining, man, that's cool. But to get in front of a man and kind of push him to his wits' end and insult him and I get it. Like in his mind, he was going in to deal with a bully. And I think Corey did a really good job of trying to have the conversation intellectually.
Yes, I agree.
But I don't think Anton walked in with pure intentions.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because Corey's usually the one accused of being like that. But I think Corey went out his way to actually have that conversation purely. And then Anton was like, I'm going in to deal with a bully.
I agree. I think L's right. I think he came in ready to match energies. But Corey tried.
Shout out to 65 Shutdown. Thank you for the $2. Trap let Whack talk to him. Crazy.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that trap.
Shout out to Doomer 253. Thank you for the $2. So Drake is tofu. Tofu takes on whatever flavor.
I said fufu. Hey, Trap, and I think you talked to Whack fine, perfectly fine.
I listen, man. These people can't tell me nothing.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Hell, let's go eat. My stamps hit today. We could talk about our future over Rouse crab legs.
They must know you, Al. Al, they know you, Al.
Man,
get some crab legs.
Shout out to Mr. AO. Thank you for the $20. Deuces, homeboy. What's up?
El Porto stuff in time.
I love it.
Shout out to Lil Angel. Thank you for the $5. What's your favorite punchline from any song in the battle? That's a good question. Punchline.
Hey, Minor.
Hey, Minor.
I'm going with the YMW Millie line.
That's probably my favorite one too. YMW. Yeah.
Hey, that YMW Melly line is so underrated. That shit was
that
fire.
YMW Melly line was it.
My favorite is probably Whooping Feet. He's Terrence Thornton. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet.
Are we just talking about this battle, or is this any battle?
From this
battle. Talking about this battle.
Yeah, the Whooping Feet. Whooping Feet.
I'm going with YMW Millie line.
You know what? We're going to do a whole day dedicated to that battle Friday.
Yeah, we can do that.
What's the best punchline?
Trap, because we talking about every battle, Trap. I'm gonna talk about that one hitter quitter.
We're gonna revisit it one more. We're gonna revisit it again.
Put on cannabis.
So make sure y'all go do your work and listen to the battle.
We'll do that Friday.
Maybe L Double's back. Yep, Friday. Talk about the best bars in the battle.
Any battle or just that battle?
Just that battle.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to Doomer. Thank you for the $5. Pitch. Judge Glasses Malone podcast. Take cases. Decide what is and isn't culture. That sounds fire. Who was that?
Joker.
Joker.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Moral of the story. Dick is divisive. Keep yours close.
Who said
man? Anyway, something.
Depending on how you use it.
He's on fire.
Depending on how you use it.
Shout out to Andre Luke. Thank you for the $10. Was he gonna hand Corey a fade? Big up to everyone at the table. Love y'all. Let's keep building. That's the point of being here.
Man.
No silly. The lunch hour. The point of the podcast and the stream is to build. Even when Coach and Trap sometimes just start knocking the walls down for the sake of it to make it entertaining.
G is right here.
I'm building a gate around it. I'm building a gate around this
lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here, noon Pacific Standard Time, right here. No Ceilings by Glasses Malone YouTube page. If you're on the East Coast, it's 3 p.m. I hope we got you through your lunch. Thank you for L stopping by. L, tell them about your platform.
What up, L?
Hi, I'm El Janelle, and I am deciding to make my own content, but I'm only doing it on Patreon, and I'm making like random different TV shows, like pilots. I don't know which ones I'm going to stick with and which ones I'm not. I'm going to talk about philosophy and culture and just try fun things.
There you go. El Janelle. Y'all follow her on Twitter at
ELLE. I thought you was about to know. You said I looked at you like this nigga's good, but
no, not
definitely at ELLEJANEELLE. Again, you see how it's like L and L and
what's the title of the Patreon?
The title of the Patreon is called Entertaining Elements. You see how that L keeps popping back in? L Janelle, Entertaining Elements.
Did you spell elements with 2 L's though?
I do, because why would I not?
Come on, name. I like that.
The ball.
That's a dope name. That's dope.
So Entertaining Elements. My YouTube is Elements Align, still with the double L's. Call that the doorway of the double L's. But anyway,
that's actually dope too.
Thank you very much. But yeah, you can find me different ways. But I'll pop up in the chat too, talking shit. I'll be talking to people in the chat too. So you can find me different ways.
Pop up, follow her right now on Patreon. Go do yourself that favor.
You need to go slide over the spaces right now with L, man. What's up?
We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast, right? No Ceilings podcast just dropped a great episode. Make sure you check it out. Django Conversations. Who's worse? Calvin, Candiie, or Steven. Man, it's a great listen. You can check it out on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. Our official sponsor, mealsbymanny.com. MANNIE.com.
Is that where we're gonna go eat?
No, Manny don't got no restaurant. We gonna get him.
Hey, Quentin
Take it to
Tarantino
the
was
chicken
smart.
spot. Take it to the chicken spot, son. Take it to the chicken spot.
Feel me? Listen, mealsbymanny.com. Feel me? If you want to gain weight, lose weight, or you just don't feel like cooking for the 2026, head over to mealsbymanny.com. Manny will get you right. You'll be slim and trim by the end of the year. You can bulk up if you want to, but it's going down. And if you're tired of using Lawry seasoning salt, right, and you want a different combination of fantastic seasonings, head over to mealsbymanny.com. Grab you a Hood Fire seasoning. It's going down like that. Again, we will see y'all Friday. Make sure to get your best line of the battle. We're going to politic on that battle and the best rap lines. Like all these goofballs say, we're going to break it down bar for bar. Bar for bar, because, you know, that's what it's all about.
That's my day. I'm leading charge on that day right there, because you ain't into
There
that
you
type
go.
of shit right there. There you go.
We will see y'all Friday. Much love.
Easy.